total. And it's going to come down to the power and a great pitching staff. This pitching staff for the Bombers has been great all year.
Yeah, for sure. That's what they do. They get those main three brothers, Alex Mateo and Max Fernandez, and they ride those guys. Those are their games 1, 2, and 3 starters. Alex Fernandez is going to get the leadoff spot here in Game 1, playing short. Mateo Fernandez in left, batting second. Trevor Bauer, the power hitting second baseman. Max Fernandez going to get the start here in Game 1. Hollis Hale having a really kind of a quiet season over there, playing third base, playing an impeccable third base, and really looking like Season 1 Hollis Hale, hitting a whole bunch of home runs. And Big Al Fernandez batting 6th, doing the DHing with Jake Shirley, playing some center field, and Lionel Simmons coming off the bench tonight.
Yeah, I have not seen Hollis Hale come into the building yet, actually, Kyle. So that's something to keep an eye on, as Jake Shirley and Lionel Simmons are in attendance for these Bombers. But yeah, the Bombers coming in, kind of a consistent team in pretty much the history of POW. Have been always at the top of the standings and looking to break through. They have a pretty good balance of pitching and hitting, Kyle. Are they primed to make a breakthrough?
For sure, they live up to their name. They live up to the name without a doubt, and they were 6 outs away last year from making the championship series against the Sand Vipers. There actually is a slightly updated lineup, as Hollis Hale has not quite made it to the field yet, and it's going to be Alex Mateo, Trevor Max, Big Al, and Lionel Simmons is going to slide into that 6-hole. And Lionel hasn't really had an opportunity for that many at bats. So it's really tough to break into this Bombers lineup.
Yeah,
but he's kind of held his own in the few at bats he's gotten. He's got some home runs, some extra base hits. And he plays a pretty good outfield as well. So Lionel Simmons, sneaky third. Well, actually, Mr. Irrelevant this year in the draft, and he's been a good addition to the Bombers' depth so far this year.
Absolutely, 235. He's slugging 471. That's not terrible. I didn't know he got his first career home run not that long ago. As we are getting ready to roll here, I'm going to say what up to our Twitch community. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining us here again. Beautiful Wednesday night. Partly cloudy here in Las Vegas, about 89 to 90 degrees, and I'd say a moderate wind going out to left center here. So I expect some fireworks here in Game 1. Make sure to get your Wiffle points in, get those wagers in as Casey Taravella is taking the hill. We are a minute away from game time. Alex Fernandez leading it off in what should be a good one, a very pivotal series here, probably 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah, two teams that are clearly looking to play some meaningful Wiffle later on this season. A big series between the two. I expect these to be 3 hard-fought games, without a doubt.
Yeah, it looks like there's a 6:05 p.m. We are ready to roll here. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. Pretty much this week we've seen fireworks in each of the Game 1s, and then the weather's kind of changed, I think, in both those series. So let's see if that happens again tonight. Let's see if the wind calms down and it gets a little heavier as the sun sets. As a ball one from Casey Taravella misses inside first. These interesting Bombers team, very aggressive Bombers team, Kyle. And that's lined into the left. Alex Fernandez, that's his first home run of the season, I believe.
Sounds right. Alex not exactly known as a power guy, but just shows you what he can do in the leadoff spot. Not only can he draw walks and work singles, but he's got some pop.
I mean, I suppose he has some pop. Kyle, he came into this series, 31 hits, 28 singles. I mean, really a huge part of his game is just getting on base and smacks a home run to lead off this. We might be in for some fireworks tonight, Kyle.
Yeah, if Alex Fernandez can give them some power at the top of the lineup, this could be a big night for the Bombers here. And maybe that wind is blowing slightly out. So
absolutely, yeah. I do have a little slight breeze out to left center. He kind of hit that pipeline there. And it's going to be Mateo Fernandez in the 2-hole here. Taravella looking to bounce back. He's got him 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's kind of... Both these clubs don't like to walk a lot, Kyle, and will strike out a little bit, especially the Bombers, who are going to definitely swing for the fences most times.
Yeah, more often than not, these guys are looking up there and going to try to jump on pitches that are down the middle, and they're going to look to hit them hard. Not exactly known as a patient team, so to speak. A couple guys at the top, a little more patient than Trevor Bauer here, for his reputation is known as more of just, look, I'm trying to hit the ball as hard as I can and as far as I can every single time up there.
Yeah, Bauer's splits on the season, very interesting splits, as he's hitting 331 on the year, an on-base percentage of 362, not much above that. And so you see his intentions, but slugging 711. Yeah. Very interesting splits there from TB, and he's not holding anything back up there.
Yeah, a lot of power out of Trevor Bauer. He himself had a 5-home run night earlier this season.
Yeah, you're right.
I believe they were all 5 solo shots that night, believe it or not.
Wow. And that's shaved to the mound. Taravella, he's wise to it, gets off the mound quick, makes the play.
Yeah, that's an out where he kind of gained an out maybe on his opponents there because how quick he was off the mound. I'd probably say maybe only half the pitchers in the league get to that ball.
I agree.
Casey's so quick off the mound there and easily catches that one in the air.
Here's Max Fernandez. Two-way. Quite spry, as you might call it, huh?
Of course, that first step is really important. There's a handful of guys that have this really explosive first step off the mound, Tom Gannon being one of them, Casey Taravella being
And that's high to the left over the container. And Max Fernandez now has gotten in on the home run party.
Yeah, these Bombers have just lived up to their name their last couple of weeks. And this is even without Hollis Hale in the lineup. Bombers are just hitting bombs left and right. And this is a team that can swing it with anybody. They were 6 outs away from beating the Sand Vipers last year,
that was a heartbreaker.
who ended up being the eventual champions. I mean, this team is no joke, and they have some strong pitchers as well. Definitely a threat to win it all this year.
Here's Big Al Fernandez here, looking to put the ball in play a little bit more. When he does, though, it's usually over the fence. As I was kind of breaking down the stats between these two teams, especially offensively, Kyle, and very similar averages between these two teams, but then you look at the power numbers, and that's where the Legends fall a little bit short in this series.
Yeah, pro Bombers for sure. A little bit of lacking in the power department, specifically from Nick Sansone coming off that offseason hip surgery.
Right.
And Billy Osgood, a little bit of a letdown compared to what Season 1 and Season 2 Billy Osgood looked like. And Trench Pacone a little bit as well. I know he was a mid-season acquisition, but look, he was a guy who was known as the all-time Grand Slam leader. And his power numbers.
Multi-double-digit home run seasons, absolutely.
Yep. He's necessarily not there. He was in the Home Run Derby Season 1, so he's a guy who can swing it. This Big Al takes a rare walk there. I'm glad to see it. Honestly, one of Big Al's main flaws, his main flaw is the fact that he's just a little too swing happy up there. He expands his zone a little too much, and pitchers get away with a few pitches that they probably shouldn't against him. And if he can force pitchers to come into the zone against him a little more often, he's going to hit even more bombs than he normally does.
I agree. The Bombers are the least walk team in the league. They don't take a lot of pitches. They're up there to do one thing, but I do think they have championship aspirations. That's maybe something they need to do a little more.
Absolutely. Especially guys at the bottom, maybe you don't have the greatest average at the bottom of the lineup, but if you can do something like get yourself on base and then turn the lineup over back towards the guys who are going to do a lot of the damage, that's just a recipe for success in this league without a doubt.
Taravella gets out of the first half of the first with 2 solo home runs there. He does give up the walk, and now these Legends are going to have to provide a punch. Last week did not do any of that all night long against the Cajuns and get another tough pitching staff here.
Yeah, really a fantastic start there in the top of the first for the Bombers. Not only do they get 2 solo shots by Alex and Max Fernandez, but they get a walk on Casey Taravella, who has been perfect game a number of weeks ago, and just the workhorse for this team. He's the guy the Legends have relied on to get the innings, to be dominant, to be shut down, and get themselves at least the first game, basically, a win in the books. And if they can't really count on him maybe this game as much, with the Bombers can walk him out, it's advantage Bombers this game
Let's get into that Legends lineup here, Kyle, as Nick Sansone's going to lead off, Kyle.
Yeah, Nick Sansone's going to lead off. Playing second, Jason Stevenson had a little bit of a down week last week. I expect to see him bounce back this week. Casey Taravella, we saw on the bump there, batting third. Billy Osgood playing left. Our main man, Trench Pacone, batting fifth, playing third base. And Chris Coleman getting the start in right field tonight, batting sixth. Ethan Wakefield, as you see on your screen there, as a substitute. Brad Ogden, Alex Garcia on his way as well, and JT James Church.
I expect Garcia to be coming in for Coleman or Pacone, whichever one. They probably get one at bat each to see how they're feeling, and Garcia will come in and see what's going on. Ball's coming in the booth.
Yeah, Alex almost took you out there.
That was coming right for me.
I would like to see manager Brad Ogden give a little longer leash to Trench possibly tonight. I think he's a little bit of a victim of
rhythm.
Not having the reps to really get comfortable. And, for him to just come in and maybe not bat game 1, not bat game 2, and then just be in the lineup for maybe half of game 3, it's just really tough to get settled.
Pinch hitting is called one of the toughest jobs in sports. That's probably the hit off the right hand of Bauer. Fernandez is going to give that a go. That hits. Is it in time?
Matt says he didn't have it. Chad has under. And Justin Spurrier has under. An incredible play by Alex Fernandez. Wow. Trevor Bauer gets a hand on that, and Alex, as an infielder, can pick that up in outfield and still make this play, and he does just that from short right center. An impeccable throw by Alex Fernandez there.
Great defense displayed by the Bombers, and Max Fernandez got to be the happiest guy in the field seeing that. Here's Stevenson. That's in more tough luck for Samson. That's just funny how some of that stuff goes on and on and on and starts to build on you here. He's probably frustrated.
It's amazing. We talk about him being so unlucky so far this season. A guy who's just hit so many hard hit outs, balls right at people, and there's another one in the leadoff spot, puts a good swing on the ball.
Yeah.
Looks like he hits it through the hole, but he gets robbed of one.
And that's down. Simmons kind of tracking, and that ball was tailing kind of against the motion he was going. And it kind of takes one step too far and cannot come up with it. Stevenson aboard.
Yeah, tough little play there in right field for him. Definitely a base hit. Lonell trying to range over from center field. Made a great effort there. Couldn't quite secure it there. And J-Rock's going to be on first with one out here for Casey Taravella.
Taravella chases there. 9 home runs coming into the season for Casey. When he's a streaky hitter, when he gets going, he can produce with the best of them.
For sure. We've talked about him for a few weeks now. I mean, well, for longer than a few weeks. But the last few weeks, we've really talked about him as emerging as one of these best three-way players in the league. Great defense. Solid pitcher.
Absolutely.
His bat's jumped up a notch the last couple seasons.
Yeah, last time we had the legends, Kyle, we had a perfect game from Casey Taravella. We had some crazy spread stuff go on. You know, that was a really good,
Yeah.
night. That was a great time.
That was a wild one.
Yeah, I had a wild night. So looking
Game
forward to
2
more of
was
that
great.
energy. We'll be building that up as the evening goes on, I'm sure. Here's a Billy Osgood, 2 outs, runner aboard. Osgood, part of the kind of the power drought that we're discussing with the legends, and the ball just not getting out of the ballpark quite enough to punch with the big boys.
Yeah, he was a guy who season 1 and 2, I forget his exact totals, but he had a bunch of home runs early on, and just something's a little off at the plate. He's just slightly struggling and hasn't quite been able to hit the ball out of the ballpark as much as he would like to be able to.
He has that natural kind of power alley to right center is what I've known Billy to do, and that's just lacked a little bit as we get into the top of the second here. You know what that means. The top of the second is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you are buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. Look at Leilani there. You can connect with her on Instagram at Leilani Acuna. Go check her out. Thank you for the support here as we kind of roll into the second. Bombers got the early advantage and looking to do that early and often tonight.
Yeah, good spot so far for the Bombers, jumping out to a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Casey Taravella with 1 walk on him, as we do see Alex Garcia playing second base. He has arrived. He will likely jump on into the lineup as well.
Not even in a bat for Trench, maybe,
Yeah.
or Coleman. Let's see what they decide.
Yeah, you would tend to think that Brad has got to get him in the lineup. He's just got such a smooth and powerful swing. He's really having such a quiet, great season over here on the Legends squad. Maybe gets a little overshadowed on this team as we talk about Taravella and we talk about Stevenson and Trench and even Osgood a lot. I know you're a big fan of Alex Garcia.
I'm a huge Garcia guy.
So he's a fellow left-handed bat.
I love that left. He has got such a smooth left-handed swing, power to all fields. He really can do it all at the plate. He's a dangerous weapon at the plate for sure.
Yeah, agreed.
And a lot of stuff going on. Rumor has it we have a Dragon Lady maybe in the building tonight.
Is that so?
Yeah, Dragon Lady in the house, in the flesh here tonight.
Dang.
So we're in for a fun time tonight as our evening goes on. I'm looking forward to this series as it's going to be Alex Fernandez again, coming off of a bit of a surprise home run there in the first inning.
Yeah, we have a poll up. Will all of the Fernandez family go yard tonight? Yes or no? Well, so far we have 2 of the members of the family.
Yeah, and
hit a home run.
the kind of the hard one was done early. That was his first home run in the season.
I would be definitely voting yes. You've got to think Max is going to get his, and Big Al seems to run into one every night.
That's easily handled by Osgood in left, and yeah, I mean that's 117 at bats coming into tonight with no home runs for Alex Fernandez, and pops one out first pitch of the game.
Yeah, I had some stat that I looked up a month or so ago, and I think there was maybe like 15 or maybe 20-ish players with like 300 plate appearances in this league, and he was the only one that didn't have double-digit home runs.
And that's ripped to center. Coleman, nice little play, that ball tailing away from him, and shows some good hands. I'm not sure he makes that play 3-4 weeks ago, Kyle.
You're probably right. I mean, that was not exactly the easy play to make. Kind of a knuckleball heading towards him in center field. Very easy to overrun that and not, stay back and wait for that wiffle ball to get to you out there in center field. Good play by Chris Coleman for the second out.
Taravella gets a swing and a miss out of Trevor Bauer. Bauer, one intention there, as usual. And 2 quick outs here for Taravella. See if he can get this offense going. This Legends offense needs to score a run, Kyle. It's been a while. Go a whole series without scoring a run. That starts to those are the things that start piling up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe they can bank on they can in the back of their mind they can think, okay, look, we didn't have our full squad there, but I would like to think that they would still figure out a way to get some runs. I mean, yes, they didn't have their absolute best lineup, but they had, 4 out of 6 there. So, yeah, to be blanked entire night by that Cajun staff is a tough night for the Legends.
I mean, I was looking at that Cajun's numbers. They are the best pitching staff in PLW.
Yeah, Ryan Roosh has been fantastic.
Guys, his brother's been pretty solid as well.
Nathan has been good.
Lede comes in at times. And,
Will Morris game last week.
Boba's had a really nice rookie season. So their pitching staff has been...
Kiefer McClendon, they're very deep. I mean, they have a lot of guys that can go out there and get outs. Yep.
So, let's see. I mean, it's kind of a tough draw for the Legends back-to-back. Cajuns, Bombers, these are the top 2 staffs numerically in the league, at least, as the Bombers are going to rely on Max Fernandez to go deep in games. Maybe one of the things with the Bombers you can do is get deep into their bullpen if you can get these guys out, but it hasn't been easy.
Yeah, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do as, they're known. Besides Mateo this year, Max and Alex have done a really, really good job of keeping throwing strikes. It's been impressive work.
Right. Yeah, the innings tally is deep. Look at this as our Skycam possibly showing it's Dragon Lady in the flesh.
That is the Dragon Lady.
We're
on
in for a good night, and there's possibly some hot cocoa. I was over there earlier before the game. It looked like there's plenty of hot cocoa over there, Kyle.
What are we doing up here?
Oh,
we should be over there on the third base line.
Yeah, maybe we can broadcast from
remote. I'd love
remote broadcast. That'd be a good time. Trench Pacone 5-6 hole. That's knocked down by Fernandez. Nice play again. Bombers look like they're in form here early.
Yeah, Alex taking away a base hit for sure from Trench Pacone there. Nice job just diving a little bit to his right, getting a hand on it, and does a nice job getting up quickly and making that throw to the backstop.
Yeah, really good coverage of that 5-6 hole there. And a nice job by Mateo, not cutting one off, not both of them going for the ball, kind of a very good understanding of whose ball that was there.
Yeah, most teams do a good job of having a communication on that side as to who will be diving in front and who will be diving in back. It looks like Alex is usually going to be the one who's going to be diving in front. Mateo backing up over there.
Oh, 3-1. Tinks there.
Chris Coleman is getting it. Both Trench and Chris Coleman getting in at bat here. And it looks like Sansone is on deck. So Brad Ogden's going to give both of these guys at least one at bat here in the first game.
You put him in the lineup. You got to give
the guys
the bat. I mean, definitely huge here. As Coleman's got him to a full count here. That's a big deal if we can get a walk out of Fernandez. Not going to do that. Swing and a miss, 50 miles an hour. Pulling the string.
Yeah, Max with a get-me-over pitch there. 50 miles an hour, right down the middle. Coleman's new to the league this year, and maybe he just doesn't quite realize that this Bombers pitching staff...
High fly to center. That's got some legs behind it. It is out of here.
Way gone. That one's still stuck up there in that tree. You can see that from here, about 25 feet up in that palm tree. A no-doubter from Nick Sansone. We talked about they lacking some power, and Sansone and Osgood maybe aren't the guys who have been hitting them this year, but good to see Nick Sansone pop one opposite field there. 2-1 now.
That is key for these Legends. I mean, to get Sansone going, I know he's got pop. It's been a launch angle thing for him, I think. He just hasn't gotten the uppercut, got underneath balls. Good to see him get underneath one there. His second home run of the season. I mean, he's a guy that has been, deep in home run derbies. He's put up 14, 15 home run seasons in the past. I look for him to have a big finish this season.
100%. He's just got too good of a swing to be kept down the entire season.
And
look, maybe it's just the fact that he did have that off-season hip surgery. He missed the last 25% of the season last year.
And that's down in the dirt. Or in the turf, excuse me. As Mateo shows a little bit of defensive frailty there. Stevenson is aboard, 2 away. Yes. Taravella at the plate.
Slight breeze blowing out, so that means it's blowing in for the fielders. Maybe they have to throw it a little harder than they typically are used to from second base and shortstop and third base tonight.
49-mile-an-hour little 12-6 curveball there from Fernandez. Kind of a get-me-over, strike 2.
Yeah, these guys definitely don't like walking out. They want to stay in the game, all three of the brothers, Max, Mateo, and Alex. So I have noticed a little bit of a tendency
through the 5-6 hole that time.
To do a bit of a get-me-over pitch, as we saw out of Max there on 3-2 against Coleman. These guys want to stay in the game. They know if they stay in the game, they're going to be effective. So, look, they're okay giving up a get-me-over pitch to a bottom-and-a-half hitter. Maybe they'll give up the base hit, and they can go after the next guys.
I mean, the numbers are pretty fascinating. I'm kind of adding some stuff up here. 176.1 innings pitched by Bombers pitchers this year, as that's right back to Max, easy play. 176.1 innings pitched by Bombers pitching. The 3 Fernandez brothers have covered 156 of them.
Yeah, they're obviously they are their pitching staff. And
that is incredible.
They've been incredibly effective as well. I mean,
is it sustainable? Is somebody going to? Is a team like the Sand Vipers, who's going to take a lot of pitches? Very intriguing matchups when you get stuff like that. and you get a team that can walk guys out, can be maybe a bit of a nemesis for these guys.
It's sustainable, yes and no. I mean, it's sustainable with the fact that they are very good strike throwers. They have good pitches, and clearly they've been forcing less than solid contact against most guys. But the thing that there is a lot of tape on these pitchers, because of how many innings they've thrown.
Yeah, and it's remarkable to continue to have success and make adjustments.
And they're not invincible. I mean, the Bombers it's a little over 500, so there's clearly been plenty of games where they have gotten hit. But yeah, this it's tough to think that three guys can be that dominant of the share of the innings. But
going to be very interesting come playoff time when we start shaking out the matchups and which teams kind of sneak in. And it looks like we have a top 2 or 3 looks pretty in good position, and then who snatches that 4 spot. A team like the Legends or the Sand Vipers, very different ball clubs and different ways to go about it, a much different matchup, right? So it's going to be interesting how those matchups play out.
100%. And the teams that are probably going to do the best against a team like the Bombers, who have those 3 main pitchers, are just the patient teams, the ones that battle in at-bats and don't chase pitches and really make them work for their, force them to throw pitches in the zone. Those are the ones that can beat the Bombers and give them tough times. But the ones that get a little too impatient and try to force things at the plate, the Bombers pitching staff is going to eat them alive.
I agree. Sidekick, my man, gifting subs, getting the party started here. Love seeing that. Yeah, get your bits in, get your subs in. Get it involved here in PLW. I mean, we have about 2/3 of the way through the season, and things are really starting to shake out. This series will determine quite a bit. The Legends need a couple wins here to stay kind of in that playoff push, and it's a leadoff walk from Max Fernandez. Casey Taravella is done in the top of the 3rd.
Good to see Max working a walk there as well. Not another guy not exactly known for wanting to take pitches.
Yep.
I know we talk about walks a lot in this league, but the structure of PLW
just having that rule it's changed. It makes it enhances walks so much.
So much. It's so much better to have a walk than a single almost always, especially from a guy to start an inning.
No, they're more valuable than singles for sure.
So for Max to force their ace Casey Taravella out of this game and to get deeper into this pitching staff, it's just humongous. EV for the Bombers makes their winning percentage go way up when they just one at bat like that. What a difference! Good job by Max Fernandez.
Yeah, that's a great job. Sidekick, I see that. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Just pay it forward, right? That's how you build a community here. Love seeing that. And look at that poll here. Will we see Dragon Lady in the booth? A lot of rumors going on about that. We'll see what happens. I know the hot cocoa is flowing over there up the third baseline. And, kind of a well-populated, the weather's warming up. Attendance has risen.
Monday night.
We had a big party here Monday night.
Big party Monday night. A lot of spectators. Lightning Squad was up there on the container, and both sidelines had a lot of members. So, yeah, I'd like to see it as this weather gets better, and as we get closer to playoff time, I'd like to see the entire league show out for the playoffs to support this league.
That's going to be a
regardless
party.
of whether or not you in it. I'd like to see
as
many people as possible here for the playoffs and really pack these stands and get maybe some friends and family out here as well. Have a good time.
JT Church in the long relief role here. He gets Big Al, leadoff man at first base in Max Fernandez. Nobody out here, top of the 3rd. 2-1 Bombers just getting going here in game 1.
Yeah, JT done a good job this year eating up innings when he's had to. Not just eating up innings in, gradually getting outs. He's been quite effective. He's a guy who's sneaky ability to throw high 60s if need be and keep guys off balance with speed changes.
That's ripped into left field. Nice play over there by Taravella, keeping that off the container. First and second, nobody out. Good to see Big Al getting on base twice. He's not known as an on-base guy. Coming in, 239 on-base percentage, but 2 for 2 tonight getting on first base. That's huge for the bottom of this order.
Yeah, good to see Big Al with a walk in the first and now a base hit here in the 3rd. This Bombers lineup just gets so much more dangerous if Big Al can be not just a home run or nothing kind of guy.
And that's a fair ball. Church having trouble with the spin there. Going to go to third base. 5-2-8 from Patrikas. That looks like it's going to be over, and some defensive miscues. JT Church I think he was half committed to that ball there. Didn't really look like he was on a beeline to grab that thing.
Yeah, I think when he first started to go over toward it, his initial reaction was, I'm going to let this drop, and it's probably going to spin foul.
Yeah.
And when it didn't immediately jump into foul territory, he kind of mini panicked and was like, I got to pick this up. And it had so much spin, he had some trouble with it, and then Didn't get the ball over to third in enough time, and now it's going to be bases loaded with nobody out for Alex Fernandez.
Yes, an easy out turned into some turmoil here, and it's going to be a double play ball. Church fumbles it, going to go to third, and going to try to get him in time. Looks like he will. Double play, that's a big rally killer there.
Yeah, they will get two. A run will score. So the runners are out at third and second. Alex will get first base, and it will be a run scored, so it's 3-0 Bombers. Good job by the Legends there getting the 2 outs.
Right, yeah.
On a comebacker back to Church, he could have opted to throw it to the middle of the backstop to get the force out at home. Would not have got it in a double play. But probably one of those situations where you'll trade 2 outs for a run.
Absolutely. In these kind of conditions, for sure. You got to think you're going to put up some runs. Very nice job by the Legends. 3-1 Bombers. Swing and a miss. JT Church does a pretty decent job there. Limits the damage. Inherited 2 base runners. Only 1 comes in the score. And when we move on here to the bottom half of the third, Kyle, it's time to kind of talk about our stream team and our, a lot of community stuff in the chat going on. Well, we got a packed stream team tonight. Mr. J-Dub, Jonathan Wilson, working the Skycam up there.
Good to see him up there.
Absolutely. GK certified Kirby driver tonight, and Justin Spurrier, third base umpire.
Oh.
Like seeing that. And then the Warbirds showing up tonight. Matty Patricus, Chris Warfield down below us, and with Tom Gannon and yourself, and me rounding it out. Big stream team effort. Glad to see it going 12 weeks in, and we're still grinding it out, man.
Yeah, it's been it is a long season, and it's the volunteers have been a great job. Have done a great job this season as a whole. Some are here more than others, but that's all good. I mean, it's a community effort, and we love doing it here. It's so much fun. We all love playing, and I think when people start to pick up a stopwatch or a little bit in the booth, or they're up in the Skycam,
part of the action.
They feel a part of the game, not just when they play. So it really is fun to be here.
Different perspective, absolutely.
For sure. A little bit of a... Go ahead, sorry.
I missed it last week. I mean, I was out. I had to get filled in. And,
we missed you,
I was kind of looking forward to getting back out here, man. And,
I was here with Chris Warfield last Wednesday. Your teammate filled in for you.
Yeah, Warfield, the man. He's heading some graphics down below us. Warbirds Wednesday, we all like to get out here and volunteer on a Wednesday, and... we kind of the first time I've had a Bombers game all season long as well. So I'm excited to get a new team to watch as well.
Actually, I think I called them last week. But, first time you and I on a Bombers broadcast. And I get a little bit of a milestone sweat here for you.
Oh, let's hear it. Yeah, let's get into that.
Max needed 3 strikeouts coming into this game for 200 career. There have been 16 guys with 200 career strikeouts. We saw Brandon Mayo last night be the first for 500. And good job, Trench, waiting on that floater and ripping it into left center. So we needed 3 coming into this game for 200, which is a pretty solid milestone. And he did get that with Taravella in the first, Osgood in the first, and Coleman to get the last out in the last inning. So congratulations to Max Fernandez. 200 career strikeouts.
Yeah, that's big time.
Good for Max.
He's got a runner at first base here. 3-1 Bombers, bottom of the third, game 1. Good series here. We have the makings of a good one, I believe. As Coleman's going to kind of pull off that one, and Ogden's going to give his starting lineup another turn here to face Fernandez. Alex Garcia is just sitting there, not getting an AB yet.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see if he gets added to the bottom, but...
Yeah, maybe comes in that 7 hole. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially if Coleman gets on here, as he checks his swing there at a clear ball, but does foul that one off. 1 and 2. Wingsaw saying, hey, this reminds me of MLW. Well, MLW is wiffle ball. Slightly different rules here, and we are live. MLW, everything you watch on YouTube, as Max Fernandez gets Chris Coleman looking. Everything you watch from MLW is edited on YouTube, but we are live here 3 games every night, Monday through Friday, on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out.
That's a huge difference. Yeah, being live, you get to see kind of everything, the good and the bad, and that comes with that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, that's a pleasure to be able to put on a live broadcast. There's not many people doing that in the wiffle ball community. So, and that's fouled off by Sansone. Got a pitch he liked there.
I see Hollywood saying PLW way better. Hollywood, where are you at?
Yeah, Hollywood, let's get over here. Get a jersey on. Fouled off.
Tips that off.
And MLW, obviously the pitch speed difference is a huge thing.
They throw faster than we throw.
You're going to see a ton of walks and a ton of strikeouts.
Yeah, the league is dominated. I actually looked up some of the stats comparing MLW to PLW, and there is a drastic difference between the 2 leagues in regards to strikeout rates and walk rates. Yeah, we have around a 9% walk rate, I think, and MLW has around a 28% walk rate. So basically triple the walks in their league. You don't really see it as much because the way they edit their games down is just the action pitch of every at-bat.
Sure.
But I mean, I've seen some crazy stat lines where it was like a guy walked 15 straight plate appearances, stuff like that, and that just seems different structure, different,
Different game completely,
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I mean, look at you go to our stats page, go to PremierLeagueWiffle.com, check out our stats page. Man, it's really interesting, some of the numbers we've compiled, Kyle. You can spend a lot of time on that page.
Sure can.
You can look up career stats, you can filter out by bats and all that, and filter some of the variant stuff out of there, and you can really dig into some of the data. And I spent myself about an hour today doing that.
I do it all the time, whether it's compiling these milestone lists or these consecutive hitting game lists. I wrote an article the other night about three home run games and whatnot. Yeah, there's a lot of in-depth stats you can look into on our website. Sansone works.
That was a great
one-out walk there.
Fouled off about 4 pitches at bat, Kyle.
Fantastic at bat by Nick Sansone. An awesome guy to have at the top of the Legends lineup.
And that's shave. That looks like that's trouble. That's going to have some spin on it. Bauer kind of overran that, and it's going to be in time.
Yes, that can be played. It did get cleanly into the outfield, but it was not in the air.
Yes, it hit before that line,
essentially
right?
a ground ball.
Yes.
It just looked weird because Trevor didn't really get in front of it, but he did scamper over and make the throw to second to get the force out at second. So now we have first and third with 2 outs for Casey Taravella.
Big spot here, swing and a miss. Pulling off of that one is Taravella, first and third. 1 away here, 2 strikes though. Pitch in this, and that's ground ball, third base.
Just they foul, thankfully.
2 outs, correction.
Yeah, first and third, 2 outs for Casey Taravella here.
0-2 pitch. Fernandez winds, steps towards third, and fires one at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, Max kind of relies a lot on pitches above 55 when he gets ahead to try to get guys out. As you see him going 60 and then 57 and then 56 there.
And that's a nice take there by Taravella. I don't think he meant to do it, but he'll take it. 2-2. And that's popped up third base. Mateo's got room, and he high points that thing for the third out. Jam escaped by the Bombers. 3-1 into the fourth game. We got ourselves a real good competitive game. Been a lot of base runners, been a lot of action, and so far the Bombers have been the team to plate those runners.
Yeah, Bombers living up to their name so far with a couple of home runs tonight, as well as their pitching staff doing what they've been doing. Max Fernandez so far with 3 shutout innings, keeping this Legends lineup at bay. Recipe for success for the Bombers.
Yeah, how we doing out there tonight? Conditions still a little blustery out. Some clouds moving in.
Yeah, it feels like it just picked up a little bit.
Yeah, a little interesting weather we're having here. Been kind of checking that out. We look like we're going to be in the 90s and stay there going forward. Thank you, Kyle Wellman, taking care of me there.
You were looking over at me, and Ethan Wakefield tried to take you out there.
Yeah, I got sniped there, got broadsided. Goodness.
We are in a bit of a
keep your head
danger
on a
zone
swivel
here.
yeah.
I think the viewers see it every night. As we often joke about a ball come flying in. We're just above the backstop, and that's only and that's only 8 feet high. Sure, sometimes it's hard to control those wiffle balls, and the guys in warm-ups, they sail them every once in a while.
A bit of a wind picking up here as JT Church sails that pitch behind Bauer. Church in that long relief role. He's been doing that the last few weeks for this club. Ogden looking to tinker with his pitching staff. Spinning ball, that's going to come fair. Picone down to 2 knees, pops up, fires, and that's the first out. Bauer is retired. That's a good guy to want to keep sending back to the dugout.
Nice work by Trench there to patiently wait for that ball to
Yeah,
bounce a couple
ball.
of times and read that it was going to come right at him, drops to his knees, gets in front of it, picks it up, gets those holes oriented correctly, makes a nice strong throw.
Church fires that one in 64, too hot. Remember, we are a 55 max lead to get a called strike. Can't swing it, pitches over that. Church and falls behind 2-1. 364 viewers early here on a Wednesday night. Kind of towards the dog days of the season here, getting, towards you kind of see the finish line, but not quite there. Still quite a ways out.
A lot of meaningful games
Right.
left to be played. Bunch of teams, even in the middle / towards the bottom, that could slide on up into the playoff situation with a couple of good series wins.
Yeah, Snappers in action tomorrow. They're a team that can, 15 wins. They're right there.
Yeah, they started towards the bottom with Taylor Briner having that broken hand the first half of the year, but he's back to basically fully healthy, and he's looking like the 3-time reigning MVP that he is. Snappers looking to move on up. They have back-to-back series with the Lightning a couple of weeks from now. That'll be a big 6 games.
And Big Al, that ball got up in the jet stream. The wind did his pick up there, and that flew out of here. 2-run bomb for Big Al, and that extends the lead to 5-1.
And that's 3 out of 4 of this Fernandez clan going yard in game 1.
Yes, good point.
We got Alex Fernandez going deep, Max Fernandez going deep, and now Big Papa Al Fernandez going deep as well. 5-1 Bombers living up to their name, hitting bombs.
And the two probably toughest Fernandez is kind of
Fernandi.
Fernandi, yes, Fernandi. I mean, only Al had 3 coming in 84 bats. I already kind of mentioned what Alex had, so need to get Mateo on the board here. Mateo's got 10 home runs, so very likely all of the Fernandez clan goes deep. Ground ball shortstop. Simmons was jammed up there. Wakefield fires it into the backstop. 2 away, 5-1, top 4. Bombers extending the advantage. And Kilta Dad nailed it. I was kind of thinking the same thing. Where's the bomb at tonight? Is that a Hall? Does Hollis have the bomb?
I think he is the usual man in possession of that.
He is the possession of the bomb.
It's one of my favorite. It's my second favorite home run celebration in the league. Love it.
Yes. You guys debuting your new one with the Thor hammer.
Yeah, you gotta give that the slight edge at the moment. One's chain, awesome as well. I'm glad all these teams are. I saw the Warbirds the other night introducing the handshakes. Big fan of it.
Keep it classy. Keep it
like
simple.
I like it.
Keep it simple.
I'm a fan of.
We're kind of
something.
not a very team that likes to get too crazy with that kind of stuff.
Alex Fernandez with a rope job triple off the container. Casey Taravella had no shot to get over to knock this one down. That ball got out there in a hurry, backed by this slight breeze blowing out. Alex Fernandez,
getting it done.
Run and a triple so far.
You know what he can do on the mound for this team. He's really kind of what his role is on this Bombers team is what he gives them on the mound and gets on base. But today, bringing a little pop in that bat today.
Yeah, big week for Alex. He had a movie debut premiere on Saturday. His birthday was yesterday. His girl was in town. Alex Fernandez, big week, showing out.
As Mateo is retired there for the third out. But yeah, absolutely. Let's everyone in the chat give Alex Fernandez a happy birthday. I believe 29th birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
let's
get a little spot on him. Happy birthday, sir. A huge member of the PLW community. He's been out here since day one and kind of the leader of this Bombers team.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a giveaway as well tonight. I've actually got a movie poster that he was in.
Look at this thing.
And he's going to autograph this.
On the camera? Yeah,
and we're going to try to get this sent out to somebody. So we'll figure out exactly how we do that tonight. Maybe we'll just do a little bit of an auction. But yeah, Alex was in this movie. I think, or this was a series of 6 short stories, something like that. And Alex was in that movie. And we're going to have him sign that poster. And we're going to send it out to somebody tonight.
Love it. Love the community effort again. So many interesting faces. I'd love to talk about how many different people do interesting things around here. And I think we should get deeper into that, kind of some off-the-field stuff, what these guys do. You know, we have a lot of interesting cats out here.
Yeah, that would be something that we could really deep dive into if we did like a podcast or something. And,
right.
We obviously want to talk about it on the broadcast
the game
as
moves
well.
so fast.
Of course, there's so much. I mean, there's so many members of this league, and we see Chad Sparkles Phillips doing his best turtle impression. I mean, there's so many different personalities from all sorts of walks of life in this league. And stuff that the viewers don't even really know about.
I agree. It's always good fans at that, but rips that. And that's past of Fernandez. Mateo's not going to go for the throw there. Nice job by Simmons letting Mateo at least get the opportunity, but I think making a good decision there.
Yeah, good instincts by Mateo here to see that Alex gets a hand on it, to know to go out towards the ball and maybe pick up, have a chance to make a throw there. Look, that one rolled 15 feet into left field.
But those are little things that you never know that can make a difference. They're very well trained and prepared.
If that ball only rolls a couple feet away from Alex, Mateo's all over it, and he's going to try to pick up. He's going to make that throw. As we saw that thing happen with Alex at second base after Trevor knocked one down early in this game.
Swinging a miss, 56 ahead in the count by Trench, looking to do damage there.
Yeah, Trench pulled his head out a little bit there. Going to stay in the box, look to go up the middle, hit it hard like he normally does. 2-2. Just gets under that one, flares it out to Trevor Bauer at second base. First out here in the fourth.
Got to pick my spots better with the hot cocoa, Kyle.
Why? What happened?
Trying to have a good time here in the booth as well. Here it comes Coleman looking to get off the schneid here, swinging a miss, pulling off Front shoulder really, really going out towards the container there.
Yeah, long swing there. He's got to just work on getting his hands to the ball nice and quick and not worried about that nice long swing. Another long
Yeah, and that's the
swing
pitch,
there
the kind of
from
the outer
him.
half pitch. When your front shoulder just is your first thing moving in your swing, you're just never going to cover that side of the plate.
Right. You got to be front shoulder towards the pitcher, and then your hands come
Let your
through.
hands. It's
quick
very
through the
handsy.
zone.
Being wiffle ball with a light bat that we have, just being very handsy as a hitter is really important, I believe. You don't really need to get your other announcers. Reading the chat too much. Oh, that's a double for Sansone.
Yeah, that's going to one-hop the wall and score Osgood from first.
Well
Good game
done.
from Sansone here at the top of the order so far. Grounded out his first at-bat, but since then, home run, walk, and an RBI double here for Sansone.
Yeah, Sansone getting it done. He has driven in both runs, the solo home run and now an RBI double. And he's one of those guys, real quick swing, not much movement in the body. You just don't need to do that to generate power out here.
Yeah, maybe a guy that a lot of the newer people in the chat don't really kind of understand how great of a player Nick Sansone is.
Sure.
The first couple seasons, he was an all-star and just known as basically the guy that was feared at the top of this Legends lineup. We've seen more out of Jason Stevenson and Derek Corral the last number of weeks.
Up the middle, Bauer snags that. Fires, though, that's going to hop into the backstop. It's going to be, I don't know about an error, but...
Well, nobody was on first base there, so we had a runner on second,
he got
nobody
tagged
out.
second like
he
there
tried
was.
to tag second
Sure.
like there was a force out and then rush the play to home.
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, I think you got to give him an error there. I mean, that's just a complete misunderstanding of what to do with the ball. I mean, yes, it's more of a mental error, but he also makes a throwing error on the way to the plate. So I think that's Jason Stevenson reaching on an error there. First and third, 2 outs here.
Yeah, another big spot.
Legends only down 1. This is going to be a
Backspin
spinner.
ball. And that's off the right hand of Mateo. They're going to go to second. I think they might get an out here. 4.97, and he's out.
Spurrier's got it way under at 4.8 something, and we have 4.9 something and 5.02. The average of those threes is going to be about 4.95, and that's going to be an out at second base to end this inning.
Very fortunate there. The dugout coming in to play there.
That ball had so much spin on it. As soon as that ball touched Max's finger, he didn't punch it or anything. It just hit the tip of his finger and shot to the... Wow.
That's a fortunate break there for the Bombers. Absolutely stayed in play.
Crazy spin
Mateo
there.
able to get over there, and the ball hit hard enough, or at least slapped hard enough by Max that it got to Mateo pretty quickly.
Yeah, some little bit of fortunate for the Bombers there with the dimensions or the whatever you want to call that. The structure of the
foul
field.
Play is
just the way
not much foul play here at all.
Right. Just the way the field is set up worked out well for the Bombers in that situation specifically.
Good shot of Dragon Lady and our Kirby operator tonight, Mr. Spurrier from the Ones.
Yeah.
Good shot there. As the Legends also have some attendance up that first base sideline. Like we mentioned, a very well-attended night at the Hideaway. Top of the fifth, 5-2 Legends. Scratch one back, but having trouble putting up kind of those crooked innings here. That's been the difference.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that the Bombers have hit some home runs tonight and allowed them to get some runs in a hurry. You know, the Legends are probably not going to win this game getting one at a time. They're going to need a big swing at the big time in order to get them in this ball game.
That's smacked. That's going to be just to the left of the Titanic Field scoreboard. Trevor Bauer, his first homer of the night. His lady in the stands, expect the Dragon Lady to be happy with that one. Bam, 13th homer of the year for Trevor Bauer. 6-2 Bombers in command here.
As I said before, just living up to their name. Great pitching outing so far by Max Fernandez.
Yeah, they've followed the playbook
4
exactly.
home runs by this Bombers staff.
That's exactly how they play wiffle ball here. One pitcher going deep in games, and he's usually well supported.
It's been their recipe for success for a number of seasons now, and it's continuing to be that.
Yeah, the Bombers, not much turnover or transitions. They've probably been the least active team as far as transactions and all that. I mean, it's just kind of the same guys you roll out here, and Justin Grenier. That's
and he was initially slated to be in the lineup tonight.
Right,
I mean,
when he's here, the Bombers are.
And now no Hollis tonight, and Hollis is a guy who's known to hit the ball out of the yard. Hollis in possession of a 14-game hitting streak as well, second longest in the league currently, and they're missing that bat. So it just shows you how deep of a offense this team has as Max Fernandez works another walk. I believe
that's 3
his
walks.
third walk in a row.
It is 3 walks.
Max 4 for 4 getting on base, a home run in the first, and then walk. Great job by Max so
that
far.
Is very
it's
strange.
been his game. He's I don't know what he was doing for that. He was looking to waving to the fans after his third walk there. But yeah, good job by Max putting the team on his back, so to speak, in this game.
Max, another guy, 302 average, 333 on base.
Yeah,
so 3 walks in a game is a big deal for him.
We talked about it. This team is not. They're known for not walking guys as a pitching staff, and they're known for not taking a lot of walks as a lineup. They are looking for pitches down the middle, or at least in the zone, to hit hard, and they're up there swinging. And it's paid dividends for them in their career in their history here in PLW.
No, Kirby Buckets. Look at that. Look at a little bandana. Hanging out on the first base side there. Hanging out with I don't think the Legends want him there. Yeah, he's sent back. He's sent back. Oh, no. The bucket goes down.
Oh, no.
Look at that. He did a little kind of a top when you go over the front wheels of your bike.
He's kind of got like a
He indoed a little bit,
He's kind of got like a built-in roll cage, though, fortunately, with that bucket. So he's okay.
Oh, man. I don't know if GK wants to see that.
A nice screwball on the outside pipe by Stevenson to get ahead of Big Al 0-2. This is where Big Al needs to get tough. When he gets behind 0-2, he's just a little too swing happy. Let's see if
expands his zone.
Takes advantage of that.
And he jams in there with the screwball inside. And Trench fumbles it, though, and double play is out with that fumble, but it does get the force at second. Trench not going to be happy with that.
Yeah, Trench maybe could have charged this one a little bit. This was a really slow-moving ball, and he was content to let that one take 3 or 4 hops to get to him. That might have been a tough double play, even if he fielded that quickly because of how slow rolling that was. Trench probably should have recognized that and charged that one a little bit, maybe caught that on the right hop and got it over to Osgood with a quicker throw.
Yeah, I definitely missed the barrel of Allen's bat. Got him up on the hands. Trench, and that's ripped.
Lalo with a base hit to left. Man, he's Mr. Irrelevant in this year's draft, last guy taken, but he's very happy to be on this Bombers team with this Fernandez family, Trevor Bauer and Hollis Hale. He's happy. He's happy with his role.
250, man. I mean, that's huge.
He's happy with his role. He's played some solid outfield, and when he has his name called upon, he's executed.
Third base to second, the easy way. Not a problem. J-Rock coming in and relieving the duties, keeping this a 6-2 ball game into the bottom of the 5th. Been kind of all Bombers so far. And the Legends got to be careful here. I mean, coming in at 17-16, had that big kind of hot streak, but now some signs of some early season Legends form coming around here. If they lose 2 or 3 tonight, that's 5 of the last 6.
Yeah, for sure. They want to try to keep that post Trench acquisition momentum going and not give back all those games that they gained on that run after that they beat the Sand Vipers 5 of 6 games. But all that essentially gets erased if they drop 5 of 6 here these next 2 weeks.
Sure, and so the Vipers are up to 18 wins now. The Snappers are creeping there with 15 wins.
16 and
I think it was 15
and 18.
Yeah, 15 and 18. So
and they have some. What they would look at, they're probably going to look at some winnable games that they do. As I said, they have back-to-back series with the Lightning coming up. As tough as they can be in games, as we saw them beat the Bombers 2 out of 3 and the Ones 2 out of 3. They are towards the bottom of the standings. They are in 9th place, so the Snappers are going to be looking to try to take advantage of that schedule. So yeah, there's teams coming for sure. The Legends have to be careful. Yes, they're what looks like a playoff team at the moment, but a couple of bad series in a row, and they're going to fall right out of that playoff spot.
Yeah, it's a dogfight there in the middle of the table. And let's see how it kind of plays out here over these next 6 weeks as we kind of turn the calendar into May after this week. And it comes really kind of crunch time, kind of the equivalent of September baseball out here is that May month. And some big series coming for sure as we're looking to hype it up as we get close to playoffs.
Yeah, we have 2 teams that really look like they've solidified spots into the playoffs, and that is the Ones and the Vaders.
Sure.
But those next 3 spots, 3, 4, and 5, are definitely up for grabs. Yes, the Sand Vipers are a perennial contender, and they look good, but they dropped 2 out of 3 the other night, and you never know. These teams get a little... They got to be careful. I was all going to say. With only 7 series left, they got to be careful. If for some reason they drop 2 series in a row, they're going to be looking up at some teams.
No doubt, as in the midst of our banter here, Max Fernandez walks out here to start the 5th. Osgood is aboard. It's going to be Mateo Fernandez, and of course it's going to be Kirby Buckets out doing his thing, hanging out right there next to Mateo. I love that. Mateo, 31 innings on the year. He's been serviceable, but a bit of a step back, a little bit of command issues at times. And he's going to try to step towards third base and throw that huge bender when he gets ahead in the count.
Yeah, last season's most improved player, both offensively and on the mound. He was third in MVP voting behind Taylor Briner at Trevor.
Ooh. That smack there.
That was like 75
yeah,
up in
that
our
had some heat on it. Man, we've been taking some shots on it early today.
Especially you. For whatever reason, you're a little more in the danger zone than I am at the moment. So I'm thankful for that. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Mateo slightly not as dominant as he was last year, as Max and him have kind of swapped positions in who was the number 1/2 pitcher on this staff. Alex Fernandez pretty much the number 1, and Max is now the number 2.
There she is.
Dragon Lady from the third base line,
appearance.
blasting away some subs for that Trevor Bauer home run
Take these
last
Bombers
inning.
past the finish line. Love to see it. Love to see I Am Jake B subscribing for 9 months before that, too. What's up, Jake B? Good to see you. Good to see you hanging out once again.
Runnels asked me what I shot on the course today.
I see you in your golf outfit tonight.
Yeah, I didn't have the best day. Yesterday, I shot 86 today. Shot 80 yesterday, which was much better.
Ah, yes, that is a...
That's too many blow-up holes lately. I had 4 birdies yesterday, but only managed to shoot 80.
Oof. Trench Pacone, deep center. It's gone!
Home run, Trench Pacone.
Trench Pacone getting going here for these legends. Blast one's out to dead center. 2-run jack, 6-4. Nobody out here in the 5th. Let's get it popping here. Mateo gives it up. And we might have a good one in store. Bombers not away yet.
Yeah, Trench, as we said early in the broadcast, the type of guy who just needs a few more reps to really get comfortable.
Yeah, he's been reaching. He's been telling me that too. He says he's a rhythm guy, and
Of course.
a lot of hitters are. Absolutely. And here's Garcia getting added on. No, he's going to pinch hit for Coleman. Excuse me.
Pinch it for Coleman in the 6th spot. Garcia looks to turn the lineup over to the hot Nick Sansone
Garcia
at the
rocking
top.
shades on the hat. I love it. Just right off of work coming in.
Who has the best bat flip, the Beaver Inspector asks. I think it might be Trevor Bauer. He's got some epic ones that
Yeah,
get
he goes
way
up there. He goes up there. Bruce has a big one when he gets it. And that's a walk. Garcia coming in, doing work right away. That's a big walk. Going to try to stress out this Bombers bullpen here.
That's going to bring up the tying run to the plate in the form of Nick Sansone.
Yeah, Sansone having a great game 1. 2 RBIs already. Solo home run as well. Home run would be big here. Mateo fires. That misses down and away at 55. Good take.
Little milestone note set / sweat for you. That home run gives Trench another RBI, which brings him to 99 in his career, 1 off.
That was a 2-run homer.
Oh, was it 2? Excuse me, I
That's
forgot.
100th RBI.
Exactly 100 RBIs. He becomes the 16th player in PLW history for 16 RBIs. Excuse me, this was a 2-run home run, as we had a Billy Osgood walk to start this inning. So yeah, 100 RBIs for Trench Pacone, becomes the 16th player in PLW history. And that's pretty much the who's who of PLW members at the top of that list, 100 RBIs.
I love it. That's down and in, misses, full count. Getting interesting here at the Hideaway in the bottom of the 5th. Got me up in my seat a little bit here. Up the middle. That's off the right hand of Mateo. He's got a force, but he bobbles. Goes to second, makes the play. Good job of getting out there. That was a little squirrely. Sticks with it, 1 away. Here's Stevenson, more work to do. Mateo does have a walk via Billy Osgood to lead this inning off. Stevenson leads the Legends in pretty much every offensive category. He's their leader. He takes 55 as the sun has gone down in all 3 series so far this week. I think you're going to see the conditions change. And there is that step towards third base when he gets ahead in the count. But his mechanics way thrown off, misses behind him.
Stevenson been on base 3 out of 4 times so far tonight, a single, and I got him for reaching on error twice. We'll see how the official scorekeeper, Matt Petricus, scores that last one he had, but been on base 3 out of 4 times, hitting the ball hard as his MO.
Full count here. Goes from 0-2 to full count. Stevenson grinding.
We do track this stat, reached on error in this league.
That's ripped. Fernandez. He's going to definitely have a chance at the force. Not going to go for the double play. Oh, was there 2 outs there?
No, I think that's only 2
That's
outs.
only 2, yeah. It's going to be Casey Taravella now. Oh, this would be huge for Mateo to get out of this. He's really had to grind these at-bats.
Taravella let off the inning?
No, Osgood did. And that's Max Fernandez getting in front of that. Easy force out. Hard hit balls by the Legends, but can't quite get it through the staunch Bombers defense. Great job there. All three Fernandez brothers coming to make plays there.
Yeah, they're a team effort for sure. They're the core of this team.
Yep.
And they seem to manage to do it on all three facets of the game. They're the main three guys, as we mentioned. They've eaten up 85% of their innings or whatnot.
Yeah,
they provide a lot of the offense,
and
they play great defense. I mean, they're young, talented ball players, and they're going to be a threat in this league for seasons to come, for sure. They're going to be a perennial contender until something drastic changes. As long as it's Max Mateo and Alex on that team, with Trevor there and Hollis to help. Big Al every once in a while.
Look at this poll, Kyle. I know who's running the polls now just by looking at this. Our resident PLW handicapper, Glenn Meadows, maybe. Put an in-game line out there.
Did I get demoted for that?
I love that. That's right. You are also Glenn Meadows throwing around those six-figure bets. I love it. I don't know if he's built back up to six figures quite yet. But he's got an in-game line here. What do you think of that line, Kyle? Is that about fair?
No, I think it's you just. I think I would take plus 2.5. I would like the bet that the Legends get out of this inning unscathed. You would think?
Yeah, Stevenson.
I mean, if that's probably a good line, but it would probably be like Legends minus 160, Bombers plus 140.
It's pretty much what we got here, actually.
Yeah, with the bets. Yeah, exactly.
Basically what we got there.
Maybe actually it looks like Legends minus like 250. Yeah, minus 240. 3-1 minus. So that's minus 200 or minus 300.
And that's in the 5-6 hole. Trench is there, kind of underhand floats. He kind of flicks it in there when Trench throws it. It's very interesting, and he never misses.
Yeah, not exactly the perfect
he
fundamentals.
He throws sinkers in there. Yeah, most of that's throw risers into the backstop.
But he does it. I mean, he executes every time nearly. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of situation, right?
J-Rock throwing a nice screwball, getting in on the hands of these Bombers righties so far, not letting them get extended. Let's see if he can come back with one again here. No, it's a slider waved and missed that. Bombers get a chance here in the bottom of the sixth. Excuse me.
Legends get a chance for sure.
Legends get a chance.
Yeah, good job by Stevenson getting a 1-2-3 shutdown inning there, getting his team back into the dugout and a chance here. You know they're going to put at least one runner on base here, and they're going to have the tying run to the plate. Big inning here for Mateo Fernandez as Max Fernandez has walked out.
Yeah, I got kind of 5 innings out of Max. You still have Alex Fernandez, though. He's probably definitely going to close this out. And those three just kind of rotate along. Just plug in where you need them and then you play 3 games, and you've only seen 3 pitchers.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see the leash, so to speak, on Mateo Fernandez here. If, say, Osgood leads off with a single here, does Alex just decide to put himself in this spot and close it out, or does he give Mateo an opportunity to get through this inning, and to not waste an extra inning of qualifying pitching for tonight, for Alex.
Look who's back, Kyle.
Who's back?
White Boy Rick's back.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Good to see him.
And it shows up for a Trench game, right on cue. Good. Good to see you, White Boy Rick. Good to see all of our viewers here getting a Wednesday night special. 6-4. Really good game one here. And Osgood's out in front of that, waves at it. 52 in there from Mateo.
Yeah, Osgood just seems to be just a little off.
Timing's just a bit off.
I mean, that's a pitch that is normally in his wheelhouse that he's just not missing, but just ahead of that one there.
And gets in front of that one.
Gets on top
rolls
of that
up
one
the
there.
forearms of Fernandez, bobbles, and that's going to be close.
This is going to be safe.
And he's safe. It's like right at 5 seconds, it looks like, between the 3 stopwatches. And that's a huge lead off there. A couple bobbles. It rolled up the forearms of Fernandez there, and then he bobbled it on the shuffle, and I think that's what cost him.
Sure was.
Let's take a replay of that. Look at that. Up the forearms, and then this little bobble right here, right there. That's what cost him. And it's going to be a leadoff runner for Trench Bacone, who homered his last at bat.
Wow. Let's
go,
Trench.
Situation building here in the 6th inning.
Drop those Trench emotes in the chat, or those Legends emotes to root our man Trench on right now.
Big spot for Bacone. Nobody wants it more than this guy.
Up as Mateo misses away and gets up behind 2-1 here.
Yeah.
And Osgood just on that. I'm gonna go back to Osgood there. He just tried to get on top of that ball, and that was at the top of the zone. That's not fundamentals really. When you get a pitch high in the zone in this league,
in
you
this
want to
kind
be
of weather
under
too.
the ball
Sure.
and lifting it out of the ballpark. So for him to roll over a pitch that's towards the top of the zone there, that's just a slight correction he needs to make in his swing. Looking for that launch angle. Get that ball up, not trying to hit that ball down into the ground.
Collins swinging there, 3-1. And he swings and misses there at 56. I think he swung a ball 4 twice there. And that's a huge, huge out from Mateo.
Trench thought he might have got a piece of this, but I don't think manager Chad Phillips is going to confirm that. He was just fooled by that pitch. I don't think he quite wanted to swing, and then he realized it was going to be in the zone, so ended up swinging. Unfortunately, it was 56, so he would have been on base had he taken that pitch. That's going to give the smooth swinging Alex Garcia a chance here.
Yeah, this is dangerous here. 2-1 count with a walk. Mateo's got to realize that he's got Alex Fernandez behind him here. Doesn't have to come in with any kind of cookie at all. 56, 3-1, gets behind in the count, second straight hitter. What's Garcia going to do here? Legends like to be aggressive. And he takes. It's going to be ball 4. It's going to be the second walk for Mateo, and it's going to be Alex Fernandez tasked with closing this thing out, and it's going to be Kirby Bucket rolling on out there. Oh, it goes up the chute of Alex there. Look at that.
Yeah, big spot.
Nice. What's going on with the park job?
Big spot. Yeah, careful. He's on a little bit of...
Oh man. Boy. Reckless Kirby. Look at this.
No, and he's on parole.
Very jolty Kirby at the moment.
He's on probation right now.
Oh, there he goes. There's a nice little spin out there. Yes, yes.
Okay, good job.
Where's he going? Man, chasing down guys.
Right.
Kirby looks a little feisty tonight. I like it.
Anthony Michael says we need analytics to see who takes the most 56-mile-an-hour pitches.
I mean, it's
not you.
It's kind of a luck thing.
A little bit, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you take 56, it's not a good thing because you're usually frozen. I mean, in my opinion, it's hard to recognize 56 consistently.
I think anybody that says they can recognize 56 over 55 is lying.
Yeah, and it's really the same thing. I'm trying to hit it.
Right. If you get 56
down the middle, 56 down the middle,
you should be all over
out of the park.
Right,
Absolutely.
Right.
It's not a pitch I really want to take in the first place. But and when guys usually do take it, they're frozen, they're bailing out, and it's usually a nasty pitch.
Spot on.
Yeah, so not a habit I like getting involved in. If I can handle 55, I like to think I can handle 56.
I would think so,
Yeah, so definitely want to take a rip there. But we got a good situation here, Kyle. Fernandez going to try to close this out. 1 out, first and second. Nick Sansone at the bat here. 6-4 ball game. This has been a real tight affair. Bombers kind of racing out in front and leaking here to finish.
Yeah, Alex Fernandez, yes, he does have a lot of career strikeouts. He actually needs 14 strikeouts to get to 400 career. Probably not going to get there tonight. He would need to have a lot of strikeouts in 9 innings pitched tonight. But he's more of a contact pitcher. He's coming after guys for the most part, stays in the zone.
Flared. That's in no man's land, and that's down. Is he going to get to the wall? No, Max Fernandez is onto it before it does, but that's a clean single by Nick Sansone, 6-5. Billy Osgood coming around third, just kind of punched that out into no man's land, right in between the two defenders.
Yeah, great job by Sansone, looking opposite field, gets the ball outside, gets the bat head out in front, and bloops that over the head of Max Fernandez in left center field. The ball kind of as soon as Max touched it, it did something crazy.
Yeah,
it kind of went towards the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe that was off Lalo's hands out there. Stevenson ahead of that one.
Big out there by Fernandez. Gets 2 straight strikes on J-Rock, taking advantage of that kind of aggressive approach that J-Rock has. Gets a swing and a miss on that 0-1 pitch. And when you get behind 0-2 out here, Kyle, you're at a huge disadvantage. Of course, just like baseball. I mean, you're at a tough. You're kind of at the pitcher's leisure here. Taravella fouls that one back into the zone. 57. You got to think Fernandez probably throwing something over 55 here.
Yeah, as he did right there, 57. I do think for the most part it's kind of easy, so to speak, to battle back from 0-2 to 2-2 in this league a lot because of the tendencies of pitchers to waste pitches on 0-2 and 1-2. So they know hitters get anxious on 0-2, so they really don't want to just give them a cookie.
Swing and a miss. Fernandez comes in and gets it done. And that's going to leave runners on. And that's a final, Kyle. 6-5 Bombers closing this thing out. What do you got for me?
Yeah, great full team effort by the Bombers there. We get a nice 4+ inning start by Max Fernandez. Brother Mateo Fernandez comes in, eats up a couple of outs in relief, and Alex Fernandez comes in and shuts the door against this Legends team. And we saw some home runs from the Bombers, as we normally do. As we saw Alex lead off with a home run, We saw Max hit a home run, and we saw Big Al hit a home run, and we saw Trevor Bauer hit a home run in this game. So Bombers living up to their name, solid pitching, solid defense, and hitting those bombs.
That's recapped very well. We're set up for a great series here, great game one, and we'll be back in 10 to 15 seconds here. And bam, if we can get the camera into the booth here. Surprise, surprise. Dragon Lady joining me for the start of game two, throwing a little curveball.
Oh, what?
What'd you think of game one there?
It was so good, yeah. I got a little nervous there at the end. I thought they were going to throw it, but,
First time I've been in the booth with you.
I know.
How's it going up the third baseline? It looks like I kind of want to trade with you, to be honest.
I know, you should.
You guys are having a good time over there.
I mean, I am. I am. I think we're going to move up to the
little container. The container
yeah.
have to get on the container.
I might fall off of it. I don't know.
This is the queen of PLW herself gracing us with your presence here.
My God, this is so big.
yeah, those things do take a little heavy. Got to get them down on the head. What do you think of game one there? You got anything for me?
I voted the Legends.
Oh, you voted against your squad?
I did. Actually, I have a Legends jersey.
That's right, you do, yes.
But they decided to think that I was a lot smaller than I was.
You can...
So, it absolutely does not fit. They were like, oh, Trevor. We're going to see Trevor. She must be smaller than him. No, that's not a thing.
I love it. Well... We love having you here, and what did you think of TB? Is he locked out, or do you play good enough?
I mean,
he's good. He's in good standing.
He did one thing that was good.
Yeah.
He might still be locked out. I don't know. I'm not making dinner tonight, but I might have dinner delivered, and he has to sleep on the patio.
It's a patio. That's not even the couch. Can't even come inside.
Not even inside.
The bugs are starting to come around Las Vegas. That could be uncomfortable.
The June bugs.
That's ruthless.
The allergies, all of it. It's crazy.
As well, we're getting started here in game two here.
Here we go.
What do you got for game two? What do you think?
Legends. I'm going to go Legends.
You're going Legends again?
I have to.
That's ruthless.
They made me a really
No
cool
emotional,
jersey.
no heart, nothing like that?
They made me a really cool jersey.
Okay, that's good.
And it
You're
says
loyal.
number 1 on it.
And what number are you here? You have a jersey for the Bombers, but
I do. This is like number, I don't know. This is their
number
this
50.
is their old school one.
Yeah, that is older.
You know, they have my jersey down there somewhere. I don't know where it's at.
I love it. Well,
Yeah.
let's get into this game here.
Absolutely.
As we have,
I'll have
about 382 people watching this thing.
Where's I don't even know where I'm looking.
Yeah, we just kind of watch a ball game up here,
Oh,
call the
good. Oh,
game,
cool.
see how it goes. Sometimes
Fun.
they do something cool and we yell about it. That's basically our job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if there's a strikeout, you can say Alex Fernandez strikes out. That sucks.
She struck out. It's great. No, I'm just kidding.
And you're going crazy with the subs already, donating 10. Getting wild as the hot cocoa
I was really
flows.
upset about not upset. It was funny because I saw the little my friends are watching right now.
Okay.
And I got screenshots of, hey, they're calling you Dragon Lady right now. What does that mean? So I got a little nervous. So I was like, you know what? To get the shot off of me, let me just send some subs.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, my goodness. This is where we start yelling. An absolute shot by Mateo. No, let it fly.
Yes!
Mateo Fernandez.
I feel like he was getting a little upset because he was the only Fernandez that didn't hit a home run yet.
Yes, and that was a poll. That does complete the Fernandez kind of
that was
family
a poll.
home run. So, yes, we did have a poll
awesome.
going there. So,
All right.
yes, 1-0 here as look at Kyle over here itching to get his seat
I was
back.
like, let me get Kyle back in. All right. Awesome. Well, it was so good sitting here with you.
Anytime you've graced us with your presence, we love having you here. You
Man,
need to
I
come
love
out to more
being here.
games. The weather's warming up a little bit,
Yeah.
and you guys look like you're in for a playoff run here.
We are, I think. Are you talking about the Legends or the Bombers? Because I'm here
The
for
Bombers.
the Bombers. Oh, okay.
The Bombers.
I'm here
Well,
for
you're
Legends.
I mean, are you here
I'm
for the Legends? I'm not.
confused.
You confused me too.
You're confusing me. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to let Loman get back up here.
I love
I'm going
it.
to go up on the container. Hopefully I don't fall off of it. Okay?
Absolutely. Have
If
a great
I do,
rest of
someone
your
catch
evening.
that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the queen of PLW herself gotten away from the game there, but absolutely will in that spot. Dragon Lady coming up big. Kyle back at me here, and that's a little slap out there from Osgood. I think that looked good.
That's a legal play for sure.
Yeah, it is good. No debate there. Whoa, I don't see that too often.
Yeah, no, I don't think we'd recommend that for fundamentally throwing the ball, picking it up and throwing it to the backstop, but gets the job done there.
Love that kind of a little switch up there, getting the Dragon Lady in the booth between games. A little surprise action. Popped her, kind of ran you out of there between games and got her up there. I thought we did that pretty well.
Yeah, she's a little shy, which is understandable. That's okay. She's more known as the chat member who's just always donating all those subs. We love her. We're so appreciative of everything she's done.
She'll fire at you in the chat too. You don't mess with Dragon Lady. Don't mess with her.
Sure.
Don't mess with any of her boys and your players. Dragon Lady will come after you, and you do not want that.
No, you sure don't. It's the wrong lady you want to be on the wrong side of, without a doubt. We're very happy, very appreciative of everything she does. Thank you very much, Dragon Lady, and Trevor as well.
Absolutely.
The two of them are a power couple for this league. Trevor's always here volunteering.
Yep.
Up in Skycam.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, great Skycam.
Most nights he's not playing. He's usually up there in Skycam, and one of the coolest guys there is out here.
Well, let's focus back on this game here. Game 2, 6-5, really good game 1. Kind of Bombers kind of stretching out. Legends crawling back in, just couldn't quite get there. It's going to be Alex Fernandez on the mound here in game 2. Bombers did go ahead in that top of the first. Mateo Fernandez home run, completing that pull we had.
Yeah, that one really didn't take that long to get there. We got 3 out of 4 in game 1, and then Mateo here in the top of the first in game number 2 says, "Look, I'm here to join in on the fun as well."
As we have Bombers laying a 1.5 here against the Legends, and Sansone. That's off of Fernandez right to Trevor Bauer. Fires into the backstop for the first out. More tough luck there for Fernandez. Nice job, little tip drill from the Bombers there, just knocking it in the air. And it has some time to get the out.
Yeah, a little unlucky by Sansone, but look, this Bombers team has a very, very athletic defense in the field. Trevor's probably the least athletic, and that's basically only due to the fact that he had knee surgery in the offseason. I mean, this is a team full of athletes. They get off the mound and field their positions so quickly and so easily that they get to balls and gain outs that some teams just don't get to.
And J-Rock grounds out there. He's got to find the stick for these Legends, I believe. That's going to be the difference. Legends plus 1.5. I'm fine with that. Seen a lot of line chatter. 1.5, no problem. That kind of how the game played out in game 1. I think the Bombers do have an edge on the mound and in the power department. So I think that's where you see that difference.
Look at that. Alex fielding his position perfectly against a hard hit ball by Casey Taravella up the middle. Yeah, they probably do have the overall pitching advantage, but it's not really by a lot. Billy Osgood has very quietly this season pitched pretty well overall. And last week he got overshadowed. You weren't here for it, but game number 2 last week for the Legends, Billy Osgood pitched an absolute gem toe-to-toe with Will Morris in game number 2. Nothing going to the top of the 7th. And the only blemish in the game by Billy Osgood was that solo shot by Will Morris in the bottom of the 7th. So he pitched 6 shutout innings and got nothing to show for it. So Billy Osgood has been a very, very dominant pitcher at times this year. And with 2 strikeouts in the first, that gets him to 349 career, 350 with 1 more. There's only been 6 players ever with 350. We've kind of been talking about these strikeout milestones a little bit recently with Brennan Mayo the other night and Max Fernandez early tonight, and now Billy Osgood as well. But look, those are some of the original OGs of this league, Billy Osgood, Brandon Mayo, and Alex and Max Fernandez. And these are some prolific pitchers that have just been dominating for a number of seasons now.
And here's Big Owl. I see you guys and that's flared right to Trench. See you boys in the chat. I got you guys. Unfortunately, can't control the lines from up here in the booth. We just like to call a game and interact with you guys. Full production team is on it. But Legends are plus 1.5. I'm being reminded. Don't worry, everyone. You'll get paid out. Legends plus 1.5. Bombers minus 1.5. I see it.
Somebody's asking where you can find the rules book, ! Rules in the chat.
And here's
That'll pop right up.
Jake Shirley getting in at bat here. He swings and misses. Osgood retiring the first 2 here in the second inning. Alex Fernandez now going to take the plate. Yeah, Osgood, he did. That was a great game with Will Morris there. Will Morris kind of winning that game single-handedly for the Cajuns, walking that game off in the 7th.
Yeah, Cody Reynolds and I were calling it the game of Will Morris. I mean, he just dominated for 7 shutout innings on the mound, and then he comes up in the bottom of the 7th and just hits an absolute moonshot.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Dead center. Just a no-doubter. And, incredible effort by Will Morris.
And that's Fernandez to center. No! Coleman cannot make the play, gets through his hands, hits the Leilani Acuna sign in the air. That's a triple for Alex Fernandez, bringing out the extra base stick tonight.
You know, very reminiscent of that play earlier in game one. You had mentioned, oh, maybe Chris Coleman doesn't make that play a couple weeks ago. That was almost the same thing where he was going to his right and the ball was kind of coming back to his left. He overran that one a little bit, and probably going to, kind of a tough play. We'll probably give Alex 3 bases on that, and that's going to be his 3rd extra base hit of the night so far. 2 triples and a home run.
He came in with 3 on the season.
He's doubled his total just like that.
Bam!
We have only 7 innings in.
0-2 now to Mateo, 2 away. And that's 54, low one in the pan. Strike 3, Osgood gets out unscathed in the second inning as we roll into... Let's see if the Legends can get the lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah,
punch from ahead in game 2.
Yeah, with that first strikeout he had of the inning, Jake Shirley, that's 350 career strikeouts for Billy Osgood. Number 7 to hit that milestone. Very good.
Wow.
Good for Billy Osgood. That's congratulations, Billy.
Yeah, kind of Mayo, we hitting 500 is open up our eyes now. Now we're starting 350 is a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. There's only a handful of guys that are up towards that upper tier. And look, Billy Osgood at times, maybe recently this year with the emergence of Casey Taravella and obviously Casey's perfect game that happened this year, a little bit, and Jason J. Rock Stevenson comes in and is nasty a lot, a little bit overshadowed.
Right. Yeah.
A little bit overshadowed
nice
that time.
Shot there on the container. Crowded out there tonight. Love to see it.
Yeah, there's
like
Night Owls manager Nick Davella up there.
The weather is up. We've hit 90 degrees. Doesn't look like we're looking back from that either. Next week looks like mid-80s, mid-90s all week. So
looks like we finally hit the breaking point where we're to the nice.
Right.
It kind of starts to feel like
turns
summer.
to May. Yeah, you're going to start seeing 90s consistently, and perhaps people start coming out. That's ground ball to right to Fernandez. I don't think he's missing that one. No, goes the short way to the pan for the first out. Legends get on the board there in game 1. I mean, it's getting 5 runs. Nice to break that duck of not scoring in a series. So let's see if they can. But they got to take a lead in a series. That's so important in your mentality, not to be playing from behind all night.
Yeah, playing from behind is tough in general. I mean, your mentality is just so different. This is 5 consecutive groundouts, unless
bobble again, a spin, and I took his time with that one.
Well, I booted that one myself. That's going to be an error by Mateo
and
there
these
at
little
third
bobbles
base.
right there. There's a bobble. That spin took some time and just can't deliver it. It goes to the far panel as well, and just doesn't get there in 5 seconds.
Yeah, a little bit of a funky play as that ball started at the shortstop, Max Fernandez, and went off his hands.
And that's fired through Mateo there, right side from Garcia. I'm not sure if Mateo got a hand on that. Our umpire says no. Trench Pacone jogging to third base, and the Legends got something going here in the second.
Yeah, here we go. First and third, 1 out for the Legends. Brings up the powerful and hot-hitting Nick Sansone, coming off a good game 1. Sansone going 3 for 5 in game 1.
Up the middle, double play ball. Are they going to go for it? Fernandez, but not even close. That's going to score a run.
And Trench is going to score from third as they did attempt the double play but did not complete it. That runner will come home from third. Tie this ball game up 1-1. Runner on first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
J-Rock looking to get his night going. He's got to score something up here.
Do factor of like 100 for J-Rock. Yeah. I mean, if Alex has just got to be careful not to make a mistake of the pitch up in the zone as J-Rock is really looking to pounce on one.
Misses there, and that's kind of the pitches that he was swinging at, those inside balls. Going to let those go. Look for something he can get extended on. Oh, and that's maybe one he could have fouled back. 2 strikes. It's tough when you're hitting with 2 strikes all night, too. I think J-Rock's feeling that a little bit. Been behind the count a lot.
Of course, you feel a little more obligated to swing at those pitches a little bit inside or a little bit low, just like that. Yeah. Alex Fernandez does get out of the inning, gives up 1. The Legends do tie the game. Not quite the lead early on as they were you were trying to will them to get, but at least they're tied up here early and not chasing from behind at the moment.
Absolutely. Kyle, I'm going to give you between innings here. I'm going to make a quick run out of the booth, man.
I got it.
You got this thing for me?
No problem.
My man.
Billy Osgood back on the bump here in the top of the third. Looking to get back to work and do what he does. Coming off, reaching that milestone of 350 strikeouts. The 7th member of the 350 strikeout group in this league. Pretty much a who's who of the pitchers you know and love here in PLW. Brandon Mayo, Taylor Briner, Alex Fernandez, Tom Gannon. Trevor Bauer going to lead it off here. Top three. Osgood featuring a lot of that breaking ball as we normally see. It's been very, very effective in the last couple of starts, especially. As we said, he battled with Will Morris last week, had 6 shutout innings, and ended up getting a loss in that game. Brutal. Trevor Bauer here leading off as he goes after the first pitch and swings and hit one deep to center over the gazebo. And just like that, the Bombers regain the lead, and it's 2-1 here. Top three as Trevor Bauer hits his second home run of the night. Dragon Lady happy to see that out in left field on the container. The Bombers' bomb is absent without Hollis Hale here tonight. But the bombs are not absent as Trevor Bauer continues to do what he does. Max Fernandez up now. Osgood misses inside, 1-1. Bauer full on representing for his lady hot rod, as he says. Damn straight. Yeah, the bomb is MIA. Hollis Hale usually is in possession of that. I'm not quite sure why he doesn't just let Alex hang on to it, because Alex is here every week, but it is what it is. As Max goes the other way and gets a one-hop double off the wall, he's going to be on second base. A fantastic night so far by Max Fernandez. Solid effort in game 1 on the bump. And Max with a home run and 3 walks in game 1. And now a double here in game 2. Really a good effort by Max Fernandez so far tonight, showing why he's a strong member of this Bombers team. As Big Al waits on that breaking ball from Osgood. And it misses away. Welcome back, Jim Dodos, to the booth.
It looks like my exit got clipped. Big Al, backspin ball. Taravella all over that. What did I miss, Kyle? I saw some people cheering there.
Yeah, first pitch from Osgood to Trevor Bauer, and he launched one dead center right on over to that gazebo. No doubter. Nice little bat flip gave the Bombers that 2-1 lead. And then Max Fernandez shot one opposite field, one hopped off that wall. Chris Coleman couldn't quite get over there in time to knock it in front.
Yeah,
he's on second base.
Trevor Bauer might be showing off. You always got to bring it when your lady's in attendance.
Yeah,
I mean, you always got to bring it hard for that.
Shirley goes and chases that one down and away. Will be interesting to see what Alex Fernandez does next time he's up. As Shirley got to start over Lonell Simmons this game, and Lonell's looked quite good in there.
Right.
So I would expect after 2 not great at-bats from Shirley and a couple of swings and misses, that maybe we see Lonell pinch hit for Shirley next time through.
Yeah, I know Hollis in game 2 here. I saw Hollis in the chat saying maybe game 3. That would be obviously a huge addition. And that's shot. Are you kidding me? Alex
at the scoreboard!
Wow, shocking.
Scoreboard power, opposite field blast by Alex Fernandez. Sure, maybe the wind's blowing out a little bit. Big deal. You got to put the ball to bat.
And they got a little bomb. Look at this thing. Some hydrogen bomb. Yeah, I like that. Good stuff there. Alex Fernandez. I mean, this is the best probably he has hit all season.
Yeah, he's got 4 extra base hits tonight, 2 triples, 2 bombs. We're through 9 innings. We're through 8+ innings, and we're halfway through tonight. He's already got 4 extra base hits. Fantastic effort by Alex Fernandez tonight, showing us why he's a premier leadoff hitter in this league.
Wow, yeah, big series for him tonight. Doing the damage and showing the versatility of this Bombers team. If he gets it going with the power stick and without Hollis, man, this could be a team that is there when it's all said and done. Now, the Bombers, like you said, last season in the fall, just a heartbreaker, losing the head late in that Sand Vipers series. Really a chance to get to the final in the fall and let it slip away in that last inning there. And they're on a mission here this year.
Yeah, they had a lead in game 2 of the semifinals last year. And
yep. I think they're a couple outs away.
Yeah, 6 outs away. They had a lead, I believe, 1-0 in game 2 or 2-1 in game 2. And yep, Sand Vipers, the back of Justin Hicks, kind of rip their hearts out, and then the Sand Vipers ended up winning the whole thing. So this Bombers team, I mean, really, if that game goes different, we're talking about them as the possible defending champion. And
yeah, absolutely.
We're seeing their recipe for success in the fact that they hit a lot of home runs and they pitch really well. It's a tough team, top to bottom. They play great defense. They have some great starting pitching. And they hit a lot of home runs, and that sounds like keys to success to me.
It's very simple formula, right? It's won a lot of games, definitely, when you get good pitching. And these guys just, the way they're hitting the ball, it's impressive. I think they got a decent shot at it. And they're moving up to 18-13 after that game 1 win. Have a chance to get to 20 wins tonight, and that's a great benchmark to be at this point in the season. You get to 25-30, and you can start, kind of saying that you're in the playoffs, and they're well on their way.
Yeah, it would really be. I feel like it's far-fetched to think that when there's 5 teams that make the playoffs at the end of the season, if the Bombers are not one of those 5, if that's the scenario, that just seems like a stretch to me for that to be the case. So I'd expect this team to be in the playoffs. I think, they're not quite there for the games-wise yet, but I think talent-wise, I think maybe this is our third punch ticket to the playoffs behind the Ones and the Vaders or the Bombers. I'm going to call it right now.
I love that the conversation's starting to turn towards the playoffs, Kyle, kind of getting to that point of the season here. It just felt like yesterday we're talking about hitting the halfway mark of the season. Now we're talking about 2/3 of the way there. Just kind of inching along here, and this thing's starting to really take shape. And as the calendar hits May, I'm sure that conversation in the booth is going to be more and more as that Taravella rips a leadoff triple here. Legends not going away yet. They made game 1 interesting. They were down 6-2 in that game, ended up a 6-5 final. So don't count out these Legends yet. And if you're holding a +1.5 ticket, hold on to that thing tight.
Oh yeah, this game is far from over. Bottom 3, the Legends are going to bounce back. I'm sure with punches of their own. It's just a matter of whether or not the Bombers are going to continue to pile up runs tonight.
Ground ball from Osgood.
Rolls over that one.
And that's nice floated in there by Max Fernandez. And that's Osgood's game is right center. When he's taking that pitch to right center, as you see, that's on the outer half of the pan and elevated. I thought that's a pitch you can do damage with there.
Billy's just not doing a good enough job of getting under the ball. He's on top of it. Maybe it's just the timing is a little off. For whatever reason, he's not quite squaring it up and looking to go opposite field, and it's resulted on him rolling over a few. And I'm sure he's quite frustrated.
Here's Picone getting the nod here in game 2. And that's high to center. Does it have enough legs behind it? Taravella ready to tag. He is going to tag. Fired in by Shirley. That's not even close. And then running, Taravella hard into the backstop there. Shirley, that throw never had a chance. And that's going to be a sac fly from Picone. Nice at bat there.
Yeah, one of the faster guys in the league anyway, Casey Taravella at third base. Think he would have been safe regardless of even a great throw by Jake Shirley from out there in center field.
Sure.
Good job hustling home on that one.
Love seeing a sac fly, Kyle. I don't see too many of those.
Yeah, another RBI for our man, Trench Picone, 101.
Yeah, 101 RBIs. DC right all over it. Love that. Beautiful job by Trench. Trench having a nice series so far. Nice home run, a little good at bat there, some productive outs. Love to see it.
Yeah, we mentioned it. He just hasn't quite had the opportunity. He was a little bit suppressed early in the season in the Sand Vipers lineup, and then now on the Legends team. Same thing. Legends are known for their power hitting.
Ripped by Garcia. God, he's got a good tight swing. Love his hands. Look how close his hands are to his body, and just gets the barrel through the zone so quickly.
He's a high draft pick on the Jim Dodos all-lefty team.
Yes, sir. I'm a big fan. He's just got such a good, quick swing. And man, that ball was ripped into the left center gap. Here's another guy high on my list.
Tell you what, if we sent an all-lefty team to some tournaments or whatnot, my God, we'd have a scary lineup in this league.
A little curveball in there from Mateo. And, that's kind of my PLW dream team is to have 6 left-handed hitters. I've talked about that a lot. If I was running a club, I'd just go for the 6 lefties.
I mean, the majority of the pitchers are right-handed.
Yep.
So as Wiffle, I don't think you have quite the dominant righty versus lefty thing as
the
you
splits
do.
are way more even.
Exactly. You don't exactly have that as you do in baseball.
Well, you don't have the threat of for me, facing a lefty in baseball, it was tough. Okay, this guy throws 89 from the left side. That's a little tougher. When the guy's throwing 55 max, it's not. I don't have that fear factor.
Yeah.
From the left side.
We're standing a lot closer, so it does appear a little quicker.
Right.
But it's not really an 90 mile an hour baseball coming in on your elbow.
Yeah, tailing in towards you.
Right.
That lefty-lefty matchup in baseball is much different.
I agree.
Because of the fastball. And here in PLW, I don't.
Fastball's not exactly featured in
PLW. You don't have many fastballs.
I mean, there's a handful. There's a good amount of people that are using a fastball to try to throw strikes. I mean, I throw a pitch that is fairly straight, and I'm just trying to pump it in the zone. Sometimes, and I think there's a lot of guys that are throwing a straighter pitch into the zone. But yeah, for the
slider you throw though, Kyle. Ooh, that thing's dirty.
I have heard from a little birdie that you're not a fan of it. So
that's a good pitch.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to feature it a little more often. Not to give away anything, but
starts well behind a lefty. That's a good one. And here's TB looking to do damage with that pitch. Big swing. Gives the kind of the head nod there, a little grunt. I relate to that a lot. When you miss a pitch, you should smash. I'm there.
I mean, I think any pitch that is viewed as nasty can be nasty or a cookie. if in the wrong spot, right? A pitch may be great if you started at the right spot and it grabs the corner of the zone or the certain region of the zone. But if a pitch that you think is supposed to grab the inside pipe and that breaks, over the middle, you can really pounce on it.
And it's just missed by Bauer. That's into center. Coleman makes the play as we've got a new pull up there.
Yeah,
three-way
pull.
Leaving some guys out, though. There's some other
For
good
sure,
left-handed
could be
hitters,
around.
man.
Yeah, of course, Jim Dodos running away with this round. Adam Tanek.
Gannon's a good left-handed hitter. That guy's a solid hitter, man.
Andrew Leday.
Couts, depending if he's on the left side. And even Cody Runnels on the left side. Oh, look at J-Dub
Will Morris,
he's staring
too.
me down.
J-Dub up there.
Yeah, a lot of good lefties in this league, man. And that's just missed. Flared to short. And Pacone wanted that one. Whitfield stands his ground, makes the play. Yeah. I mean, but definitely there is a little one tunnel to right field. The ball carries there. And there's some really, really fun hitters to watch from the left side for sure. As Big Al steps to the plate. 4-2, 2 outs, nobody on base. Osgood looking to get that shutdown inning and make this game a little closer.
What did Trevor do?
Trevor flew out to center field. Coleman,
That's right.
a little squirrely out there in center, made the play.
Good job.
Ooh, ripped. Oh, man.
Big Al was a little bit ahead of that one.
Appreciate the support in the poll, everyone.
Pylon
Been a
looks
good
like
run of form this season.
Pylon looks okay at third base, just that the bag is a little
It's Warfield. Got some support down in the graphics booth.
Oh,
yes.
Nice of you.
We'll run with Paul Tanek. He's going to be reckoned with. Look out for a big second half out of that guy.
Oh, my God, yeah. The Sand Vipers are right there in the playoff hunt.
Sure.
The fourth or fifth best team at the best team at the moment. And Adam Tanek has basically been on hiatus for 5 weeks, give or take. He was on. He's come back and hit the last few weeks, but is not quite back to Adam Tanek full strength.
Sure.
And the fact that they have a dangerous lineup even without him is a really scary thing. And that's kind of similar to this Bombers team. They're putting up runs tonight. They've put up 6 in the first and got a win, and now they have 4 here through 4 innings. And they don't have the power hitting Hollis Hale or Justin Grenny.
Yeah.
I mean, this team is loaded as well.
Yeah, they are. They are. As we roll into the bottom half of the fourth, and it's a pitching change, Kyle, as Max Fernandez is going to come back in here, our Game 1 starter.
Yeah, Max worked 5 innings in Game 1, so he's going to be quickly out of innings if he goes the rest of this game tonight.
Right.
4, 5, 6. I think he'll be down to 1 left after this inning. But Alex Fernandez likely to get the start in Game 3.
No, Fernandez started here in Game 2. It's got to be Mateo. Yeah, it's going to be Mateo, and then have those two to kind of back it up, as the Bombers don't intend on using anyone else tonight. As look at our container. Look at manager Nicky D having a good time out there. Love that. Night Owl is going to be featuring Friday night, I believe, against the Lightning. That's a good series for you guys. That's going to be a big one at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, look at Lightning looking for a little bit of revenge on Friday night, as the Night Owls swept the Lightning a few weeks ago on the back of Randy Dalby. They scored a total of 6 runs that series, but had no problem winning all 3 games. Randy Dalby and James Stein will both be in attendance Friday night. Night Owls likely be favored, but should be a tough, good, hard-fought series for sure.
Yeah, that'll be great to see tomorrow. We have the Snappers and... What am I missing here?
You can do it.
It might take me a while.
All right.
Yeah, I'm scrambling. Which team am I missing here? Legends are playing tonight. We've already seen the ones. The Vaders we've seen. Oh, the Sand Vipers tomorrow.
No, Sand Vipers play the ones on Monday.
They already played Monday. I'm missing the team here.
Cajuns.
The Cajuns. I always forget about the Cajuns.
How can you forget about the
I always forget
Cajuns?
about
They're
the
so
Cajuns.
loud.
Yeah, and they've been hot too. They've won 5 straight.
They're playing great.
They've won 5 straight. They're creeping over 500, and they were picked to finish dead last.
They are
that's
far
a great
from
story.
that.
It's a great story. Oh man, Hot Cocoa getting to me in the booth. It's like, apologies to the Cajuns out there, my boys.
Ryan Rouge, front runner for most improved player this season.
Yeah, he's doing it with the bat and he's a true 3-way player.
Yeah, his bat is the thing that's really jumped up. He was a solid pitcher as a rookie last year. He was a solid pitcher, and he played pretty good defense all of last year. And he's continued that in left field. Really, I don't want to say Gold Glove caliber for too many, but man, Ryan Rouge has played a fantastic left field, taking outs away left and right out there. And yeah, his bat is what has really jumped up for him. It's a big pitch here from Max Fernandez to Casey Terravelle. Casey swings at it and goes
swings
down.
And misses. J-Rock on first here. 4-2. Look at Runnels, your boy, getting after it. Love seeing
Runnels
that.
gifting some subs. Appreciate you.
Love that. Let's
See
go.
run.
See run. Ball player there, and that's chopped by Osgood again, kind of getting around it. And it's going to get a force at second base. In time, nice play. Max Fernandez jumping off the mound, and Osgood's timing just a little bit off. Needs to stay inside that ball, go the other way with it.
It's his third ground out in a row in 3
Yeah.
consecutive innings this game. He's just got to make a slight adjustment and try to get under the ball or behind the ball a little more and drive it. Best lefty hitter round 2.
Ledet.
Andrew
I was going to
Ledet,
say Ledet.
Tom Gannon, or Adam Couts getting some love as a lefty. You got to remember he is a switch hitter primarily from the right side. So really, Ledet and Gannon. Then Will Morris is another lefty
It's a tough pull right
so
here.
far.
Round 2 is brutal.
There's 2 lefties on this team.
Yeah,
Alex
Will
Garcia,
Morris is a
of
good
course.
player. Alex Garcia is the man. Good hitter as well. That's 56. Trench is wise to it. 3-1. 2 outs. Runner at first. Still blustery out here. And ball 4. Pacone gets the walk on Max.
Nice job by Trench there, getting Alex Garcia up with a chance to tie this game. Actually take the lead with one big swing here.
See, Fernandez can keep the ball down to Garcia. Inside, misses. And it looks like, a little frustration from Max out there. He's got his mechanics a little off here. And that's ripped hard. That's by Fernandez. And the outfielder touches that. That means it's a dirty single. Run will not score. It's going to load the bases for Nick Sansone, another tough lefty. Developing situation here in the bottom of the 4th.
Big spot for Sansone, who went 3 for 4 in game 1.
Yeah,
Home
off
run,
of Fernandez.
a double, a single, 2 walks.
And that's up the middle. That's a 2 RBI single there for Nick Sansone. Tie a ball game here in the 4th. First time tonight, really, the Bombers haven't been ahead in a game except for kind of the tops of the first innings when the game's just started. So good for the Legends to square it up.
Great piece of hitting by Nick Sansone there. Up the middle.
Short to the ball, and what do we got going on here?
Who's?
Oh, and Jake Shirley took a little injury there out in center
my God,
field. Oh my
in the
gosh,
world?
what did I just witness? He just dislocated his finger?
Trevor came over and said Shirley's finger's broken, and then now we just see him trotting right back out to right center.
I think J-Dub and the Skycam picked him up, popping that back in place.
Oh, it might have just been a little dislocated.
He literally just popped it back. Someone take a look at him.
Either way, let's go back. Nick Sansone rips a hard hit single up the middle, scores 2, moves the runner over to third. First and third, 2 outs here. Tie ball game. A little bit of injury delay. Looks like Trevor's just going to go over, tape it up. He's a hockey player.
Put some dirt on it. Spit on it, maybe. What do we got going on? A little medical timeout here. Oh man, that turf field, man. That turf field.
Do you know any?
Brutal.
Why have you experienced any run-ins with the field at all this year?
It's
by chance?
hard as a rock, man. That field, and yeah, I believe it. A little sliding play right there, and there goes the finger. Trying to stop a ball. Just doesn't have much give out there.
No,
yeah,
as nice as this field is, it's not exactly the most forgiving surface we play on, and it's one of the reasons that you see when these balls get hit hard on the ground for them to just kind of shoot forward and take off towards the wall.
Our POW medical staff has looked at Jake Shirley. He's gonna give it a go out there in left center and right center. And this Kirby Bucket, I see a wheel going off the field.
No, that's a roll of tape.
Well, it's a roll of tape. Oh, I thought it was Kirby Bucket's tire. No, it's a roll of tape.
You might have lost a wheel so far tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm all over the place, aren't I? Look, I always got to look out for Kirby Buckets.
There's no S. It's just bucket.
Kirby Bucket. Yeah, you're right.
There's only
one bucket, right? That's true.
All right, here we go. J-Rock looking for an opportunity to give his team their first lead of the night.
Expanding the zone there.
Stevenson with a single to start off this inning.
56 gets the count back 2-2. First and third, 2 outs. The Legends looking for their first lead of the night.
Max
Swing and a
gets
miss. J-Rock is not a happy man. He's in a little bit of a slump here. J-Rock's going to not like that.
Yeah, he's just been a little off these last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And he's had a torrid start to this year. He's been a great hitter overall. He won a Player of the Week early on this season. 3 members of this Legends team have won a Player of the Week. Casey Taravella on the back of that perfect game. Jason Stevenson with a big hitting week early on. And Derek Corral that week, he had 6 home runs.
Yeah, I
J-Rock
was
just a
looking
little
at
off.
some of that stuff today with the Legends, and their lack of power. Even their guys that are leading the team, Corral, 10 home runs in the season, 6 of them in one series. Taravella, the same thing, 9 home runs, but scattered really across like 2 series where you had 3 in each series. So, yeah, the power numbers, they got some guys with some home runs, and then it's a big drop-off kind of down to the Sansone and
Nice as those
and Osgood.
as nice as those big nights are.
Right.
Of course, you're not gonna complain anytime somebody has a great night, hits 3, 4, 5 home runs or whatever. But if for some reason he has 5 bad weeks or 5 very below average weeks in a row, and then he comes up with a big night, and that kind of makes his overall stats look okay, that doesn't necessarily do a whole lot for your team. Yeah, it does a lot that one night, but you're better off really having somebody who's consistently getting on base, hitting the ball hard, multiple extra base hits.
Yes, good stuff. Oh, Bud Lights. Oh, come on, boys! It's the king. It's the king. The Wisers.
Tommy Turner saying Chen MVP.
King of hot cocos up here.
Gannon, best pitcher. I think right now you're probably spot on with both of those. Ryan Chen emerging these last couple of weeks with a huge offensive week a couple of weeks ago, and then a perfect game this week. Tom Gannon continuing to deal, setting a record for strikeouts in a game, having 15 Ks in a game.
Yeah, the best pitcher, the Cy Young Award is going to be a great battle. That's
This
rolling.
ball-
That looks like it's trending fair, but no, Trench doesn't want to risk it. Ever since that concussion, boys. Oh, look at that. Perfect game.
You're not quite yourself.
Oh, the hot cocos have hit a little different, I'd say. Yeah. Can't handle as many.
Nice battle here. We have 4-4 game, top 5.
You're correct. Lionel Simmons does get the call. Yeah. Well, I think a dislocated finger is going to probably get Jake Shirley out of there, but that's strike 3 nonetheless.
Yeah, I think we would have seen this decision regardless of that last inning injury by Shirley, as he had 2 at-bats that didn't really look great in the second and third innings. Lonell goes down swinging there, and Alex Fernandez hacks at the first pitch, and he goes down 0-2 here.
Yeah, the power hitting Alex Fernandez tonight, smacking the ball all over the field, going to all fields as well.
His lady in attendance tonight, so maybe he's showing out as well.
Yeah. Oh, a few more people up on that container now.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 members up there on that container. Good to see it.
Love that. Love that. That's inside. Osgood got ahead of Fernandez. Goes back to 2-2 now. Let's see if he can keep up the hot hitting. 4-4, top 5. Have a good series here. I mean, it feels like the Bombers have kind of been out ahead the whole time, and that's knocked down by Whitfield. Very job. Trench is pretty much automatic with those throws. Gets the second out. Nice defense by the Legends. And the Bombers, it feels like they've dominated this series, but the Legends have done a good job just kind of nipping at their heels and waiting for their time, kind of like a horse that just runs off the pace, waiting to pass on the quarter pole,
Yeah, they just got to kind of stay in it as Billy Osgood tries a knuckleball there and misses high. And look, you just got to stay in these games, and the Legends know that they have the bats to really give themselves a chance to win any ball game against any team.
And Mateo Fernandez looking to get something started here for the Bombers. They were out ahead 4-1, and Legends have crept back 4-4. Been a really good seesaw affair. Ground ball, Whitfield's going to take that. Fired that into the backstop. 1-2-3 inning, just what the doctor ordered for the Legends. Brad Ogden's going to love it to see that. We roll to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 4.
Yeah, Osgood pumped up with his good defense there that inning. Got a strikeout and 2 groundouts. And they get a chance to take a lead here for the first time tonight, and they're going to be looking to do so against Max Fernandez here. Casey Taravella going to lead it off here, bottom 5. Hasn't quite exactly had a great night offensively. 1 triple back in the 3rd inning and a single last game. He's going to look to start it off here in the 5th. See if the Legends can take a lead, have Osgood go out there in the 6th with a chance to get this W in Game 2 and even this series up at 1 game apiece.
I'm going to make my first call to TikTok here tonight. Get on over. You guys are missing out on a wonderful community. I mean, we got great regulars in the chat. We got newcomers in the chat. It's really a good blend. Got players in the chat. Good chance to interact with our players over here on Twitch. 430 viewers checking us out. Get to bet Wiffle points. The Legends are plus 1.5. Bombers minus 1.5 in this game. Twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. TikTokers, get on over and check us out. Come be a part of a wonderful community that we've built here as we get to the bottom of the 5th action. It's going to be Taravella leading it off. And he fouls that back. It's a pitch to hit a little bit there.
I would like to see him be a little more patient and try to work deeper in accounts. I feel like he's been behind 0-2 every bat here.
That builds on you.
He's hacking at the
It becomes
first
frustrating
pitch
as a hitter, you know?
Yeah. You have to just go back to basics and look to try to get ahead, work deep in account, get a batter's pitch and not a pitcher's pitch. As he quickly goes from 0-2 to 2-2, as we say, it's kind of easy to do in this league if you just are a little patient.
Oh, 3-2, Max with a walk. Storm Glider, what's up? I see you.
We'll look to
Thanks
see
for joining the party.
Max stereotypically going to get me over pitch here.
And he loses him.
There. And they're going to have to go to Alex with a chance to shut this one down again.
I believe that's 2 walks. That's 2 for Max. Max trying to stay in this game, but no, he is out of here. Kirby Bucket making an appearance. It's going to be Game 2 starter, Alex Fernandez. Bombers, as we've pointed out a lot, don't mix up too much on the mound. You're going to see the same guy kind of over and over again, and they kind of challenge you to beat. Hey, you got to beat us.
Yeah, why not? They're very effective, and Alex came in Game 1 and shut the door, and they held on to win 6-5.
There's one thing I've noticed, and the Legends are getting the leadoff man on a ton. They've taken some good at-bats to start off innings, and that's obviously a great way to start an inning.
Yeah, I mean, it's a recipe for success for sure. You get a leadoff guy on. I don't know what the statistic is, but he's probably going to score 75-80% of the time in this league, if not higher.
Let's see if Osgood can make an adjustment.
Anyway,
it's way out. High fly left field. That's way gone. Billy Osgood makes the adjustment, and it's 6-4 Legends.
So glad to see that. We were harping on Billy Osgood getting on top of every ball. He was beating it into the ground, but he got under that one and absolutely smashed that one to deep left into that pine tree. Good job, Billy Osgood.
Love seeing guys make adjustments, working on their craft over there in between at bats. Osgood's had enough of the weak ground balls. I'm going to deposit this thing way out of here into that big tree in left center, over everything. 6-4. And that leadoff walk, and that's up the middle. Fernandez going to stroll in. He's not happy. Fires that into the backstop.
Yeah, almost missed that low. He fired it so hard. Kind of spiked that one into the ground. Those are those opportunities for the pitchers to take a little aggression out after giving up that 2-run shot there. Alex, he fires one in at 80 miles an hour to the backstop.
A-Rax Gaming, subscribing to the Prime. Love our primers. J-Lo, handing out the subs.
What?
Got some action. He's spinning ass. She's chopping that bankroll up, Kyle.
Oh, boy.
That's right. Love to see it.
Yeah, 6-4 Legends here. Nobody on 1 out. Nobody on no out. Bottom 5. No, nobody on 1 out. Excuse me. Trench just grounded out.
6-4 down there. And that's Flair.
That's going to
tough
drift
play.
a little bit.
Mateo, just too much momentum. Can't make the play. That's off his hands, and it's down for a dirty single.
He had to go a long way to get that one. Really tough play by Mateo there and didn't quite get to it. And Garcia is on for the 4th consecutive time this game. Single, double, single, 4-for-4 game. Alex Garcia. Man, imagine if he was here at the start of last game. He might have been the difference maker in that one.
Nice pitch there, dropping down.
And it is 6-4 down there, guys. Please.
6-4. Yeah, runner just on first. I think there's runner on second.
Correct, there is not. Runner on first.
That was a 2-run home run by Billy Osgood. There we go. Boys all over it down there. Sansone behind in the count. It's going to be a little maybe change-up screwball going away from the lefty. Misses. Here's the 2-2. Ripped! No chance at that for Big Al. Garcia going to end up on third, a clean single for Sansone. It's Mr. J-Rock.
Here comes a crooked number for the Legends this inning. 2 runs so far, got a 6-4 lead. Sansone just hits one hard, first and third, 1 out. This has got to be Jason Stevenson's time here.
Yeah, big time to add some more insurance. Can close it out in the top of the 6th. And no, it's going to be a topping ball to the pitcher. Yeah, J-Rock's not happy. Second out recorded there is going to be up to Mr. Taravella. Huge run sitting on third base there as the top of the 6th is coming. Bombers.
See if Taravella makes any adjustments here.
To come back, maybe.
And maybe doesn't go after the first pitch.
No, that's not going to happen. It's going to be a triple, a 2 RBI triple, Kyle. Taravella smacking that 8-4.
Got one in the zone, though, and absolutely roped that ball off the left field container. Glad he did swing at that first pitch. Makes this game an 8-4 lead now for the Legends. Bombers jumped out early, 4-1 in this game off Alex Fernandez's second home run of the night. but it's been all Legends since then. Now it's 8-4 here in the 5th.
And here's the man that started it all of Osgood with a towering shot into left field. Wind is getting blustier here at the Hideaway. Thursday's game does call for heavy, heavy winds tomorrow. And swing and a miss on the 0-2 pitch. Fernandez gets out of it, but not before conceding 4 runs in that bottom of the 5th there. And it's 8-4. Bombers got a tall task ahead and some good shots there by J-Dub of what we're dealing with the wind. It's definitely picked up as the night's gone along. The forecast does call for heavy ones tomorrow. Maybe we see a little bit at the tail end of tonight.
Yeah, some good breeze right out there right now. And as we've seen, some balls, if they just get up in the air just a little bit, and those tier 2 winds, as we say, they're going to carry on out of here.
Yep.
And be some home runs. And Billy Osgood's going to look to finish this one off. Got robbed of a victory in a nice effort last week. That's not crazy 1-0 7-inning game. But here he's got an 8-4 lead going to the hill in the top of the 6th, looking to close this one out and get his Legends on the board tonight, even this series up at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, this has been a really entertaining series so far as the Bombers coming out ahead and kind of early in both games. They kind of flirted with giving it up in game 1, and then in game 2 they've kind of stayed still late in the game, and the Legends this time made them pay for it. And it set us up for a really entertaining game 3. Don't go anywhere. You're in for a good one tonight as the Legends fighting back, as they tend to.
Yeah, I would probably have billed this one as what should be a pretty high-scoring series, despite the fact that, yes, the Bombers have a great pitching staff overall, and the Legends have a good amount of guys that can do some damage as well on the mound. There are 2 offenses that are just so hard to keep down.
Yep.
And we're seeing that. Yes, the Legends didn't put up any runs on the board last week, but you can't keep them down for long. They scored 8 here in game number 2 and looking to get a win.
Here's Bauer leading off 2 strikes. Rips that. Whoa, that's spy trench by Taravella. Gosh, his exit velocity is ridiculous.
Yeah, top 3 in the league probably for exit velocity.
Gosh.
Hits it harder than basically anybody in this league. Maybe him, Tanik, and yourself, top 3 in whatever order you want to pick. Bruce Uson as well, top 4 probably. And yeah, Trevor on with a leadoff double. Max looking to bounce back, get it.
And that's high.
Just under it,
field,
I think.
Taravella tracking back, makes a nice catch there. That ball was way up. And tough sky out there. Taravella handles that, makes it look easy.
Yeah, Max did not miss that by much.
Oh, no.
Just an eighth of an inch.
You see that good shot of that blowing in the wind there, too. That thing was moving
Oh,
left to right.
Big Al fouls that one off his face. Good thing we play with a plastic ball.
And as the container getting loud up there.
Yeah.
Hot cocos are flowing. 0-2. Oh, the Osgood.
Big Osgood breaking ball
the
there.
slur of what he's famous for. Hasn't seen too many of those tonight.
Skeet asking, how can I see the standings? Exclamation point standings in the chat. That link will pop
the
right up.
screwball gets him, though. 2 away. And I think we're having a little trouble with our Streamlabs tonight, Kyle. I've seen that.
Oh, yeah. So PremierLeagueWiffle.com.
Yeah, PremierLeagueWiffle.com is
click
your
standings.
nice plan B.
Yeah.
Like that. Here's Lionel Simmons. Shoots that. That's by the outstretched hand of Ethan Wickfield. Can't come up with that or get a finger on it. I think he's a little shocked he didn't get a piece of it.
Yeah, Lionel Simmons there with a good RBI single up the middle. Keeps the train moving. Gives the top of the order a chance to do a little damage here with 2 outs. Try to give the Simmons a chance to get the tying run to the plate. If Alex gets on here, the tying run will be to the plate in the form of Mateo Fernandez. Big at bat here.
And that's poked. Coleman doesn't get a good read on that, and that goes through his legs. That's a double. That's gonna. Did he get a piece of that?
I'm not sure if it touched him.
Not so sure about that effort, Kyle.
It's at least second and third. We'll see if Lionel comes around.
Oh, that goes right through his legs. You see
Lionel
hands on
is
head.
coming around to score. Untouched. It's going to be 8-6, and that's going to bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Mateo Fernandez, a very dangerous all-around hitter. Could tie this game with 1 swing of the bat here in the top of the 6th.
He didn't get a piece of that? How?
I don't really know how.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Mateo takes down and in.
With the wind like this, you know that ball's going to hang up there and come to you a little bit. Thought he could have charged that ball a lot harder and catch that in the air. I mean, I thought his first step was not aggressive. And then it gets kind of handcuffed there. It gets in between hopped and goes through his legs.
100%. Mateo out ahead of that Osgood. 2-2 here. Action pitch coming, Dodos.
Oh, boy, 2-2, 2 outs, 8-6, top 6. These games are never secure, it seems like. Swing and a miss! No, he's
Confirmed.
tipped it. I did not hear it.
Chad with the confirmation of the foul. I believe I did hear it as well.
I'm sorry.
We have another 2-2 here to Mateo.
No. Takes. Oh, I thought that was a swing and a miss, Kyle.
Mateo with second life.
Drama
Full count
out
here.
That is a swing and a miss. Osgood bears down and secures a crucial Game 2 victory for the Legends. They strand Fernandez at second, and the tying run plated there in the top of the 6th for the Bombers, but they come up short. Final at the Hideaway in Game 2. We have a rubber match.
Yeah, 8-6 Legends here in Game 2. Great job by the Legends to have the moxie with the adversity of being down 4-1 here after losing Game 1, getting down here early in Game 2, but digging deep and staying in this game, hitting a couple of big swings themselves, punching right back. They got up a lead 8-4. Billy Osgood with a huge home run in this bottom of the 5th inning to put them up 6-4, and then Sanson with a 2-run single to make it 8-4. They gave up 2 in the top of the 6th. Mateo Fernandez had a chance to tie it with one big swing, but Billy Osgood with the complete game victory. Good for Billy Osgood as he gets 350 strikeouts career in this game as well, 7th all time. Congrats to Billy Osgood. Good game number 2. Good to see him drive the ball out of the yard as well.
I love it. We'll take a short break. Trench Pacone on the mound for Game 3. We'll see you there. Rubber match time here at the Hideaway, and I just got word in that we have surpassed 200,000 followers on TikTok, Kyle. Wow. Gosh, it seems like every week surpassing milestones. Players are getting to milestones, and PLW getting to milestones, viewership milestones. Love that.
We appreciate all the viewers and followers on all of our platforms. This community that is PLW, it's a great little family we have here.
Yep. Yeah, love that.
We're happy for you all to be a part of it.
Growing, and yeah, I love getting PLW in front of more eyes. That's the key. That's what we want, and we really feel like once you watch and kind of spend some time here, you just get hooked, and all of a sudden it's a part of your routine.
100%. It looks like we're going to have Trench Pacone starting game number 3 here for the Legends, and we would assume Mateo Fernandez starting for the Bombers here in this crucial Game 3.
Yeah, this has become a big game.
Yeah, both teams really want I mean, look, every team wants every game, but this is a big one in this series for sure. 2 teams that are right in that mix of this playoff race. Yes, I kind of already declared the Bombers as a team that's probably going to be there in the playoffs. The Legends maybe not as guaranteed. They're right on the cusp. They've run good since they've been hot since Trench has come to this team. Now we'll see if our man Trench can put the team on his back, come out with a strong pitching performance here in game number 3.
Yeah, he's had trouble with the walk his last couple outings. He's really got off to a hot start. The last 2 outings have been a little shaky. So let's see if Pacone can get deeper into the ball game tonight for his club.
Any predictions here, Jim? Game 3. What do you want to? You want to call something here?
Yeah, let's. I think the Bombers are gonna kind of show some class. I like the way they bounced back in that 6th inning, had a chance to tie it. I do think on the run of play, so to speak, they've been the better side tonight and have a good shot here in Game 3.
I think I'm going to be on the other side of that this game. I think you're going to see Big Al in the field the whole game because of Shirley's injury, and that's a slight hole in their offense. And I think that the Legends are a team that can hit this. They hit strikes, and if the Bombers pitching staff is going to continue to pummel the zone, and not want to walk out of games, the Legends are going to be that type of team that are just going to hit those balls in the zone hard. And I think we're going to see a Legends victory here in Game 3.
Big time analysis right there from Kyle Lohman, everyone. Get those Wiffle points in. You got an opinion. Back it up with some Wiffle points. That's what we want to see. Who's going to take Game 3? Legends plus 1.5. Getting the run line here. Getting some help. Won that game outright in Game 2. So interesting from our PLW lines makers.
Yeah, I just watched 2 for the Money last night. Once again, I'm going to pull a little John Anthony right here, and I'm going to give you a lock here. Legends are going to win this game outright, folks. Legends plus 1.5.
From Hollywood to Tokyo. That's right, baby. That's a classic movie. John Anthony, classic, as that's a leadoff walk from Pacone, and that's what's kind of been his bugaboo. And that's not a good sign there. For the Legends.
J-Lo saying the commands aren't working tonight. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Normally we have to do something in the back end, kind of do a reset. We'll work on that tomorrow. Get those all set for you guys.
Apologies to our viewers for that, as we will take you through. If you have any questions on standings or anything like that, get out to PremierLeagueWiffle.com. It's a real quick source for you. And check out our standings, check out our stats, and our schedule coming up. That's all posted there. That's a really, really good resource for you to continue your involvement in the league. It's 2-1 here to Mateo. Trench having command issues. And that's 44 and short, and doesn't look like he has a lot of conviction behind those pitches.
He's probably a little bit not intimidated, but he's not exactly super confident about throwing pitches over the heart of the plate against this lineup. It's a scary lineup for sure. Don't forget about store.premierleaguewiffle.com.
Yes.
Use that code PLWTwitch for 10% off. Go check out what you got and what we got in the store. We got shirts, hats, mugs, so anything you can think of in the store available. Support your favorite team. Store.premierleaguewiffle.com. PLWTwitch for 10% off. And if you got some Wiffle points saved up, I think it's 20,000 points. Will get you 25% off in the store. Somebody redeemed that yesterday.
Nice.
And gets you 25% off in the store, which is it's pretty good. You get a sweatshirt for $10, $15 off. Good deal.
It is a good deal. I love shopping some value. Beautifully done, as Trench doesn't give much value on the mound there. No, Kyle, he walks out in 2 hitters, and now the bullpen of these legends are going to be tested. And J-Rock going to see some time probably, but it's usually the bridge. JT Church going to come in and try to eat up some innings. He's got a tough task here with Trevor Bauer.
I wonder if...
he expands his zone.
Ooh, man. I wonder if Brad will start to consider maybe going to Trench earlier than Game 3. It's been a little bit of a struggle for Trench lately.
Yes, it has.
To not have any innings thrown, to being out there every inning at third, and then just trying to start Game 3. He's just been a little tight for whatever reason. So maybe getting him to start in Game 1 is something he'll maybe consider, and have the younger, maybe more loose Casey Taravella be able to go for Game 2 or 3. We'll see if that's something that Brad Ogden considers in the future.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting development in the Legends camp for sure, is what they're going to do in that Game 3 spot. As let's see if JT Church can get it done. Double play would be huge. And that's ripped, that's floating, and that's down. It's going to be a clean single falling in front of Taravella. Interesting spin on that ball. That ball kind of floating out there to left.
Yeah, that ball off the bat of Trevor normally is either off the wall, no doubt, or over the container. For whatever reason, that ball knuckled like crazy and just kind of floated over Trench's head and in front of Casey Taravella.
The oddities of a wiffle ball on display there, and it's 1-0 Bombers. Max Fernandez to the plate. Church looking to get out of this first inning. Beautiful pitch there at 55, gets Fernandez out in front. And what a ground ball to shortstop would do for the Legends. As they're going to start behind again. 3rd game in a row, these guys have started behind.
Yeah, they did a good job battling back last game, but it's not something you want to make a pattern of. Trench gets under
right
that
to
one.
Trench. Yeah, really interesting series. Kind of innings 1 through 3 have been all Bombers. Innings 4 through 6 have been all Legends. So let's see if that stays the same here in Game 3. Church gets a big out there. There's Big Al. Big Al expanding his zone as he tends to do, Kyle.
See how JT approaches Big Al here on 0-2. He's known to use some heat as one of his go-tos ahead in the count. And also, Al is just so prone to swinging a pitch out of the zone. We'll see how Church approaches him right here. And he does go hot,
yeah,
62.
Goes hot, 62, low, out of the zone. Real balanced action. Look at these wiffle points coming in, Kyle. Look at that, 167 to 164. Pretty much even money.
Beautiful.
Both sides. Good stuff. Swing and a miss. Church coming in and doing some work here. Getting 2 big outs.
And a nice job by JT there, taking a little off. After he goes 62, he throws a pitch up in the zone or above the zone that looks juicy to Al, but he took a number of miles an hour off of that and got Al out ahead. Nice job. Really good job by JT in that at-bat, getting ahead of him 0-2, a intentional waste pitch, and then executes a great 1-2 pitch to punch him out.
Falling behind Simmons here. Simmons getting the nod here in game number 3. He's been a sleeper at the plate tonight. He's had some big hits. He's in a big spot here. Bombers trying to add on.
Big at-bat here from
Lalo.
Lalo.
See if he gets an accent pitch. Ground ball. Trench should be easily tag his bag for the 3rd out. JT Church inheriting a tough spot, minimizing the damage. 1-0. And tonight, the way the Legends are swinging the bat, that's got to feel like a pretty big win there.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a victory for the Legends for sure. Manager Brad Ogden has to be happy with JT Church's execution there. He comes in first and second, nobody out, has to face Trevor Bauer. Trevor hits this knuckleball hit that starts 3 feet foul, comes back fair. So now it's first and second, nobody out with one out. Well, I mean, with one run in, and all the Bombers do scratch across is that one run as he gets a pop out, a strikeout, and a ground out. Good job by JT there.
Yeah, really good job there. Got some tough hitters out while he's at it. It's going to be Mateo Fernandez going to get the start in Game 3. He only has 31 innings coming in, so in his starts, he hasn't gone very deep. So, but Max and Alex in the bullpen, but those guys have been hit a little bit by this Legends team.
Yeah, for sure. That's expected. I mean, as good as Alex and Max are, they are not invincible. And this Legends lineup will hit anybody, no matter how good of a pitcher you've been. And yeah, Max not a ton of innings. I mean, Mateo, not a ton of innings this year, as Alex and Max have really eaten up the majority of them. They've both pitched great this year so far. And, Alex, both of them sneaky Cy Young candidates. Probably not going to quite get there, but they both have very, very respectable seasons. And that's kind of the reason Mateo doesn't have a lot of innings pitched here. This is game number 33 for them. And he only has 31-ish, 35-ish innings pitched now. Right. He's averaging like 1 inning a game, which is a pretty small number for a guy like Mateo who had a ton last year.
Yeah, how busy Alex and Max have been for this team. Really stood out. And like I said, I haven't done a Bombers series this year up in the booth. I was really getting into some of their pitching stuff. And that just absolutely stood out that those two guys have picked up that much of the innings. And let's see if that's...
it speaks to their effectiveness.
Yeah, I mean, they're not walking out.
Right, they're not walking out and they're being effective enough. Not walking out is only one thing. If you're not walking out and you're giving up 7 runs in 2 innings, you're not going to continue to pitch. So they've been, 1, effective in staying in the game, and 2, effective in getting guys out.
Here's Sansone, had some big hits in that victory in Game 2. And he's fly to center. Is that got enough? Not quite. As that's Max Fernandez out there making the play quite comfortably.
Jason Stevenson stepping in here. Brad Ogden pretty much going with the same lineup all night. Sansone at the top, Stevenson next.
Yeah, both these teams not really mixing it up too much. They got their guys. Both missing a big hitter as well in Corral and Hollis. So not full strength by any means.
Yeah, Corral normally leading off for this Legends team.
Yep.
Big bat at the top of the lineup, missing tonight. Legends have done a good job despite his absence, as they're now even here with the Bombers into this crucial game number 3. Jason Stevenson's got to break out with a big hit soon. Struggled the last handful of games.
And Mateo trying that third base step, and it just hasn't been competitive most of the time. Yeah, it hasn't come close, really. 3-2 now, full count. Ooh, foul back.
Stevenson shaking his head. He knows that's the one he should have had. He finally got the pitch that was up and in the zone.
Yep, that's frustrating.
Just missed it.
And that's ripped. Didn't miss that one. That's going to be a classic Stevenson double. That's more like it from him. Smoke to center field. That's his game.
Yeah, good to see that out of Jason Stevenson. That's double number 49 in his career. 1 away from 50 career doubles. A feat only one other member of PLW has attained.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And that is Adam Tanek. Leads career, 54 doubles.
Here's Taravella. That's down and away. Real tight wiffle points here, and that's ripped to center. Nobody home. Pocket radar getting some action. One hopped. That's a double from Taravella. Back-to-back doubles from the Legends. And we are all knotted up at 1 here in the first.
No, 1-1. Fly out, double, double. 1-1 here.
And here's Osgood. Still feeling good from that towering 2-run homer he had in Game 2.
Yeah, would like to see if he can replicate that swing by looking at a
Oh.
pitch up. Chased one a little inside there, but that's a pitch he likes to drive. But Mateo does get ahead here, 0-2.
1 out here. Good start to this first game. This has been an entertaining series really the entire way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the Legends have really done a good job punching from behind. They haven't let the Bombers get too far away, and it's been real competitive. Oh, my.
Wow, that floated in at
was it.
48, and Osgood just couldn't quite wait back on it long enough. He wishes he had that swing back.
And misses there, 2-2. There's that kind of floating pitch again. That one missing inside. I don't know if Mateo should make a habit of throwing that thing. These Legends could do damage with something like that. And that's ball 4. Legends are coming out hot here in game 3. Good start. We could be in for a good one here. Legends moving to 18-17 with that win. Bombers at 18-14 now. So both these teams squared away on wins. Bombers with some games in hand. That cancellation series against the Ones. Trench Pacone takes a ball. 1-1. Could get an action pitch here.
We do have a tentative makeup date for that.
Ah, yes.
Saturday,
Sweet.
May 7th. It's not fully set in stone, but that is a tentative makeup date as of now.
Ooh. Saturday, May 7th, Mother's Day weekend, eh?
Yeah, some Saturday wiffle.
We bring out the pink bats.
Bombers won. Pink bats?
And that's ripped into left field. That's down for a base hit. And I don't think Max got a hand on that. That's rolling out of play. It is out of play. Yes, it is. Live ball hit out of play by Max Fernandez. That was trickling towards that little open area there. And then Max kind of reached for it and it knocked it out of play.
Yeah, I thought he came up with this ball after the one hop and kind of went rolling, but didn't secure it.
Keep an eye on it. You'll see here's rolling out of play. And then he kind of gives it his extra touch there. Great work by our camera team there. Run comes in to score, 2-1, second and third one out.
Yeah, chance for sweet swinging Alex Garcia with a base hit here to score 2 more, give the Legends a nice lead here early in game number 1.
Mateo's having trouble finding the zone with that slider, and now he's just kind of throwing that
Game number 3.
floating pitch there. It's 3-1 now, Mateo with a walk, and he's in trouble. Big pitch here. Can't just throw a cookie. No, Garcia. I kind of like him opening up the zone there, Kyle.
Yeah, he's a guy you want to have the green light for sure.
But good take there. Open bag. Mateo's going to walk out in the first. Both game 3 starters have walked out here in the first inning, Kyle. And we might see some runs here in game 3. Will we see anybody else besides Max and Alex Fernandez? I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it. As long as those 2 have innings, those are going to be the 2 guys that the Bombers go with here. Trevor is their 4th emergency, so to speak, option with the absence of Justin Grenier tonight.
Yeah, Grenier also had about 12 innings coming in, yep.
Max going to come in here, bases loaded, 1 out. Going to try to get out of this jam without too much more damage, but powerful hitting Nick Sansone coming up now with the bases loaded. He's going to look to hit the ball hard and give these Legends a lead. John Anthony called it, my friend.
John Anthony.
Looks a little early. I'm not going to take a victory yet, but the Legends are going to win this game outright, folks.
That's a great character. Goes 15-0 on NFL Sunday.
I know. That was just the word. If we're picking nits of that movie, I guess that's probably not the greatest.
Yeah.
Come on, have him go 11-4.
Gets his bets in on a Tuesday, hits the golf course. Love it.
Our kind of guy.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good flick. I also watched Wall Street this week.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Well, no, Wall Street.
Oh, just
Wall
okay.
Street.
Yes.
I'd never seen it before. I don't know why it took me so long to get around to it, but I wanted to see it for a while. I enjoyed it.
Always good to get back in the film room there and get some movies in.
Yeah, sometimes I go out of fall out of love of watching movies. My ADD sometimes doesn't want me to sit and watch a movie for 2.5 hours.
It is a time gap there. Yeah. It is a commitment. That's for sure. It's going to be Max Fernandez here. Good spot here. Sansone, bases loaded, 1 out. No pain. I saw that. It goes 3-0 yesterday, then 0-3 today. Streaky business, no pain. That is Wiffle point betting. Streaky business. Just have 5 out of 9 in your head. Just go 5 for 9. You'll be good.
Yeah.
5 for 9 is the goal in this business. The 55% mark. As the Bombers taking some time here. There's a little bit of a lull. What's going on?
I don't know what the meeting of the minds is here.
Maybe been a few meetings here.
It must just be defensive positioning
Matt
here.
Petrikis has got an eye on it out there, first base umpire. Yeah, he's game 3, boys. It's 8:15. Let's get some action going.
I mean, they just had the whole minute while Max is getting warmed up.
Yeah,
Why aren't they discussing it then?
Yeah. Look at that. Petrikis, he lets it go. Stern eye there from our first base umpire. Like it.
Here we go. Bases loaded. 1 out. Nick Sansone looking to do some damage.
And that's 58 miles an hour as you kind of been talking about most of this broadcast, Kyle, is Max will try to get bites on that 58. You know, he's one of the better guys at doing that. If you can take it, you'll have an advantage.
He's one of these guys that have a so-called hard time keeping it under 55. He's got such a natural, strong throwing motion.
Sure.
That trying to throw it only 55 miles an hour sometimes is a little hard for these guys. So he tries to, cheat a little bit and steal some strikes at 56 and above.
And now it's 3-1, and Max Fernandez walked out of his start. These legends have done a good job. Both teams really have kind of taken some more walks tonight, kind of not like them. Oh, 3-1. He's going to let that one fly.
I mean, it's the key to beating any team in this league, trying to work deep in counts and getting into hitters' counts. 3-1, 2-1, even 2-2 is a pretty good hitters' count in this league because they know the pitcher's going to come after him.
Oh, and he holds 56. He thought he had him. Didn't get the speed right, though. Does tink the pipe, but it's too fast. And in this league, that's not good enough. 3-1 Legends. Stevenson coming to the bat, still 1 out. Oh, no, bottom 1. John Anthony, are you giving a couple months free if the Bombers come back? Is there a little promotion? What's going on now?
Hollis Hale has made an appearance, and he's in the building.
Oh, look at this. Yes.
He's going to just get loose real quick and get to the field, I would think.
Hollis Hale is here. Whoa.
Yeah, Max has to hold up here because if he throws a pitch, Hollis can't run out mid-at-bat. Max?
Oh, man, that's a big storyline here.
Petrikis is saying, look, we're not waiting for you here, so you're going to have to wait one more at-bat. So Big Al's going to play third base here for the dangerous Jason Stevenson.
Oh, and that's another pitch. Yeah, you just see him talking to himself a little bit. Definitely relate to that, Kyle.
Look, he's just pointing. Look, that should be right up the middle.
I've been there, man. That happens. He's just in one of those little funks at the moment. And does a good job fighting there. J-Rock 1 and 2. Good hitter on deck as Taravella has picked up J-Rock already with that triple in game number 2. So, work not done yet.
Stevenson fights off another one from Fernandez running in on his hands there. Big pitch coming here.
Oh, and he holds off. Got a little bite out of Stevenson there, but nice discipline. Doesn't chase it. 2-2. Still in the first inning here. Long first inning here in game 3. But he chases that one, and that's a good pitch by Max Fernandez, recognizing he's biting on it. Still a little more enticing, and boom, got the swing and miss.
100%. J-Rock did a great job on 1 and 2, holding up, trying to get a pitch, in the zone on 2-2. Max didn't give in on, knew he was going to be a little chase happy, and he was, and struck out swinging. As Casey stares at 1, hitting the zone, the first pitch goes down 0-2. Max 1 strike away from getting out of this one with not too much damage.
Yeah, a little step towards third base. Pitch there. He's going to go for it again. And it's 59 this time. Threw a 12-6 that first one. That one a hard slider, stepping towards third base in his delivery. Good pitches there by Max Fernandez, showing why he is a dominant force out here. And then floats one in at 50, changing speeds. Trying to get Taravella off balance. 2 and 2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom 1, game 3, 3-1. Ripped high, deep to center field. That looks like a grand salami to me. Bat flip from Taravella, and John Anthony is a happy man to my right.
It sure is a grand salami from Casey Taravella, and the Legends jump all over this Bombers pitching staff in the first inning, and it's 7-1 on the back of that bomb by Casey Taravella there.
Wow, and that's the second time he's done that with Stevenson ahead of him. Doesn't get it done. Taravella with 2 outs, delivering the big blow again. Gotta love to see that. That's a good team right there. Kind of picking each other up and getting those big 2-out hits. First inning still 7-1, and Hollis may have shown up a bit late.
Just a little bit too late maybe for Hollis Hale. Max Fernandez did a great job getting ahead 0-2 against Casey Taravella in that.
I thought Max had him.
And Max had him. He had the advantage there for sure, but just missed over the plate, and Casey Taravella did a great job just not missing that one, driving it deep to center field. That was deep. No doubter
there. And that's kind of shaved over. Trevor Bauer covering ground, making an easy play. That retires the side in the first inning. 7 spot for the Legends, coming out throwing punches early.
Yeah, 10 men come to the plate for the Legends in game number 3 here. They played 7. And they jump on the Bombers here. We were talking all night kind of the Legends hadn't really played from ahead. They were behind all of game 1.
Right.
Got in the game, didn't quite get all the way back. Game 2, they were down 4-1 early, came all the way back, got up 8-4, and held on to win 8-6. Now here in Game 3, huge bottom of the first inning for the Legends, plating 7 runs, mostly on the back of that home run by Casey Taravella.
Yeah, now we shift the attention to JT Church. Did a good job in that first inning, limiting damage. I mean, that first inning could have been much worse with Trench walking out. That feels like a lifetime ago, really.
Sure.
How long that bottom half was. Now JT Church, can he bridge the gap to get to Casey Taravella and Jason Stevenson to close this thing out for the Legends?
Yeah.
Playing out in front for the first time, like you said.
Yeah, Church has done a great job this season of being this so-called middle relief guy, eating up some innings, and being quite effective overall in those innings for sure. Sure, he gives up some runs here and there, but done a good job of getting them to the deeper parts of the game and giving the chance for, maybe even Jason Stevenson to come in. We haven't seen Jason Stevenson yet tonight. Maybe just a couple of batters we saw him.
Got a good screwball going, really getting in on the hands of these righties. And here's Alex Fernandez now, lead off, top of the order for the Bombers. They played it 6 themselves in that first inning. And it's going to be 2 balls from JT Church coming down with that sidearm angle.
Big inning here for the Legends. Yes, they're up 6, but if they can do a good job of shutting the Bombers right down here, maybe going 1-2-3 or 1-2-3-4, whatever, just getting out of this inning unscathed, that can really put the mental pressure on the Bombers. But if the Bombers kind of sneak back in and get 1 or 2 here, they'll be feeling a little bit of momentum. So big inning here for JT Church to bear down and get the Legends back in the dugout.
Legends' mentality here is just get to 15. Forget about what the Bombers do offensively. Keep grinding, and that's ripped nobody home to right field. It does get to the wall. That's a double for Alex Fernandez. Man, I've seen him go triple off the container. I've seen him go home run to the scoreboard, and now a double into the ivy, really spraying the ball to all fields. I mean, really good offensive display. By far his best offensive display of the season.
Absolutely. Great night by Alex Fernandez. Game 1, he had a home run, a triple, a walk. Game 2, he had a triple, a home run, a single, and now here in Game 3, he's got a single he's got a walk and a double to start in the first 2 innings. Great night so far by Alex Fernandez for sure.
Coming in, hitting 265 with a slugging percentage at 291. I mean, that's basically, just hitting singles every at bat.
For sure. No power, but he's showing differently tonight, and his OPS is going to shoot way up, being on base and producing all those total bases so far tonight.
Yeah, good for Alex, and he's on second base with nobody out. And the ball seems to be flying. It's a live park. Definitely not over by any means. JT Church is going to throw a walk here, and he's looking a little shaky here to come out in the second. Not getting ahead in the count at all.
Yeah, Mateo with a walk there.
And now I got a dangerous hitter at the plate, Trevor Bauer, and one swing, and this is a close ball game.
Yeah, first and second, nobody out.
It's ripped to the 5-6 hole, and that gets up the forearms of Taravella, but stays in front of him, off the container. It's an RBI single for Bauer, but the Bombers are rolling.
Yeah, first 3-man reach, double, walk, single, and we said at the start of this inning, very quickly, we said, look, this needs to be a shutdown inning for the Legends to make sure this lead stays where it is. The Bombers can make this a game in a hurry.
High fly!
Goodbye!
Game on, everyone! Big fly out to left field. 3-run bomb from Max Fernandez. Game on at the Hideaway in the rubber match here in Game 3.
And just like that,
the bomb's here.
Just like that, a 6-run lead is down to a 2-run lead. Whew, man. Trench Bacone got walked out early in this game, and he had to go to JT Church. He's been fairly effective at times, but not so far tonight in that inning. And quickly, they make a move and are going to Jason Stevenson, but it might be a few batters too late, as now it went from 7-1 to 7-5 in a hurry.
Oh, man, I'm loving it. Kirby Bucket's loving it. He's out there getting some action. Jason Stevenson coming in, relief. JT Church, maybe left in there a bit too long. Came out in that second inning looking shaky. Almost walked the leadoff guy. Ends up giving up a double. Walks Mateo, really not competitive. And then just lobs one in there to Max Fernandez and absolutely punished deep into that pine tree out and left.
Yeah, these two teams are like the wrong teams you want to just throw get-me-over pitches to. Most of the guys on these two lineups just do not miss those.
Yeah, that was pulverized. 7-5, nobody out here in the second. Oh, buckle up, everybody. Well, you're in for a good ride here in Game 3. And that's kind of backspin ball, foul. Bacone doesn't give it chase.
Yeah, after the Legends go up 7-1, we're thinking, look, if they can just make this 11-1, this game might be over after 3 innings. We got a whole new ball game here, 7-5 in the second inning.
J-Rock getting ahead in the count. Goes 57 low. Fernandez does a good job not expanding the zone. He'll expand the high side of the zone. This is where I've seen Big Al kind of do his swing and missing tonight. It was over the top of the bar, likes balls at his eyes. And that's 53 into the pan. Big first out from J-Rock to kind of settle things down. But we have Hollis Hale here, first bat of the night. Is this going to be a difference maker?
Yeah, I would like to think so. He's a guy who just really had a great season overall. As we mentioned earlier tonight, Hollis Hale riding a 14-game hitting streak. That's the second longest active streak in the league, only behind Adam Couch, sitting at 19 games.
And welcome to the park, though, as Stevenson delivers a not-so-nice pitch to the inside pipe there. 0-2. And swing and a miss, 55. Boom, J-Rock looking sharp. That looks like it's coming in a little harder than 55.
Yeah, it's
heavy ball.
It's interesting
J-Rock.
how the pocket radar works some nights, where everybody is convinced the pitch looks a lot faster than it actually is, or at least that it's actually reading. And yeah, that one for sure, at least from this angle, looked like it was maybe 57, 58, and it only read 55. I saw it swung and missed at it.
J-Rock coming in and definitely plugging up the boat here, doing a good job. 1-1. Floating ball. I've seen J-Rock throw that pitch quite a bit this year. That kind of get me over changeup, and that's kind of what gets hit. Dragon Lady
Fired up on top of the
yeah.
container, trying to will these Bombers back into this game.
You know, I had her in the booth, Kyle, and she was pretty much sounding like a Legends fan.
Yeah, I think she was very thankful that Brad Ogden hooked her up with that Dragon Lady Legends jersey.
Right, she's very conflicted. I didn't realize that.
She gave some love there to the Legend. I think she's pro PLW, as most of us are.
Sure. Good take there by Mateo, recognizing that. Down. 2 away. Swing and a miss. Can't cover that outside part of the pan.
I think he might have tipped that off the end of the bat. That's not one, as it was only one strike anyway. So 2-2 here.
J-Rock trying to replicate that outside pan pitch. Misses away. Full count. Man, this game slowing to a halt. Top of the second. A lot of action. 12 runs. And that's through. Does it get to the wall? Indeed, it does. It's a clean double. Goodness, that ball felt like it took forever to get to the wall, Kyle. No Legends in sight. And it's an RBI double from Mateo Fernandez on kind of a bleeder to right field, and it just kept trickling.
Yeah, Mateo squeezed that one by Billy Osgood, outstretched hand. Chris Coleman was playing up the middle towards center field and just couldn't quite get over to the wall and knock that down. Here we are, a base hit away from being a tie ball game.
Yeah, this is wild. What a wild start to this game.
Maybe this one will be the first of 15 between two powerful offenses.
Here's Bauer. As all, we have a new poll. Should all the Legends wear white pants like Trench? I know that's not going to happen on the Legends. Very strong opinions against by most of these Legends.
Yeah,
we've talked about this a lot.
Honestly, a little surprised that Trench...
Sansone will never let it happen.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Trench hasn't gone away from the white pants.
I would think that the Legends aren't liking that.
That was the Sand Viper way.
Yes.
If I was the manager here, I'd be like, Trench, why don't you put on a pair of shorts out there?
Yes.
I know Trench is diving a lot. He's often, going down to his knees to make some plays. So he probably the pants probably double as a little bit of leg protection. But you could get some underpants.
Jam job there. Wigfield. Whoa, and it hits Bauer, which is an out. Bauer does have the responsibility of clearing the premises there. No wrong foul play there.
Yeah, it looks like an aggressive play, but Ethan just doing his job and firing it to the backstop. Trevor just kind of lollygagged, getting out of the way there.
Yeah, got him good.
Yeah. What a change of a ball game, though. We had 7-1 Legends going to the top of the second, and now we have 7-6 here going to the bottom of the second. 5 runs by the Bombers there in the top of the second, making this a ball game here.
Yeah, what a start to game 3. Great rubber match here as Bruce. The Lightning have some opinions, and it's wiffle ball, not baseball. Bruce, I'm right there with you, dude. Spot on as we answer our poll. And I know Sansone, Osgood, J-Rock, they are staunch. They do not like the baseball pants. Outspoken about it.
Yeah, I've been wearing nothing but shorts myself. I think look, I think...
It's a big debate in this league. I think you got half the guys, yes.
I think team unity is a good thing, right? So the Sand Vipers are doing a team unity thing where they all wear...
I'm not sure all the Vipers are sold on it either.
That might be the case, but they are at least all doing it if they're doing it.
Right.
So it is a little bit of a team unity thing, whether or not they like it or not. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point the Legends tell Trench, like, hey, enough with the baseball pants. That was a Sand Vipers thing. We're a shorts-wearing squad here.
Yeah, the dream's dead.
Look, it's going to be 100 degrees soon. Like, who wants to wear pants?
Yeah, I don't even have my baseball pants are all at Goodwill, man. Those are long in the past for me. I hung it up a long time ago. Yeah,
you say that.
The glory days are over. Trench, now it's a wiffle ball glory.
Trench leads off here in the bottom of the second.
Oh, big 12-6 at 49. Pulling the string there, Picone fooled. Yeah, the pants debate's like both sides have like very strong opinions on it. You know, there's no middle gray area.
Polarizing.
Yeah, there's no gray. It's a polarizing topic out here for sure. And Trench sees that pitch again, that little floating 12-6, but it's a little more inside that time. He couldn't get around on it. 2-2.
Tropical T saying she likes the pants.
Oh, and then he recognizes the inside pitch.
Full count here to Trench Picone. Leadoff batter, bottom of the second. Legends looking to punch back after giving up 5 in the top of the second.
Max going to take some time in this pitch. Gonna let the wind, a little gust of wind.
Max with 1 walk here so far.
Up the middle, right off the knee of Max Fernandez. Man, he didn't know much about that at all. Goodness.
Hollis
Tough
Hale
break
doing
there.
a great job getting put into this game as a defensive. Well, he got in as an offensive replacement as well, but there he is replacing Big Al at third base, hustling in after that rocket off of Max's leg to secure the out.
Garcia now going to try to get on base. 1-1. Tank 52. That's nasty for Max. Great location. He'll have a lot of success out there if he can stay consistent.
Yeah, that's just a pitch a lot of guys are just going to lay off of. If you can paint the outside zone, you're going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's almost a bad approach to be swinging at pitches like that, Kyle. I mean, just let the pitcher have his pitch, and if he's able to go back to that twice in a row, then you tip your cap. And nice job by Garcia getting a better pitch to hit with 2 strikes and getting it through the 3-4 hole.
Chad just informed me that Garcia is 10 for 10 reaching base since he showed up. I think it's 8 for 8, but either
impressive
way, it's a
nonetheless.
ridiculous number.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He's got 4 singles, 2 walks, and a double at least, I see.
Yeah,
I think I might have missed his last at bat in game 1, but really been dominant.
Strike 3 looking there. Fernandez looking to get the Bombers back into the dugout here. 2 away. Got to be a little tougher with 2 there. Doesn't expand the zone. Goes down looking. A lot of runs here in game 2 and game 3 so far. That misses up, 2-1. Fernandez is looking like he has a little more swagger in this inning. Understands the importance of a shutdown inning. And goes with the little 49 off-speed pitch. It's a tough one to lay off. Landing in front of the pan, though.
Stevenson visibly frustrated at himself.
Fouls that one off. Yeah, he looks like he's not rotating on that inside ball, just kind of getting jammed a little bit.
Yeah, they're clearly working him inside. They do not want to miss a pitch over the plate. Let his arms get extended.
He gets extended there. That would look like a good pitch to hit.
And
But
he just misses it, though. He gets under that one. That was a good one for him to get extended on, but doesn't quite make for solid contact. And he's not thrilled about his effort.
No. Yeah, there's some damage being done over there up the first base dugout. Oh, boy. J-Rock not happy with his plate performance tonight. And, yeah, we've all been there. You know, you have those series where it's just not happening, you know, and it starts to build on you. And, yeah, just from watching tonight, he's had some pitches to hit that he's missed, and I understand the frustration.
Yeah, and for sure, and he knows it too. You've seen him on a few foul tips back that he's just like, how did I not square that up? That was the one I've been waiting for.
Yep.
I've been waiting back patiently. I've been fighting off pitches on the inside. I finally got the pitch in this spot, and I still didn't square it up, and he's
Yeah, you do
frustrated
everything
himself.
right, but hit the ball, right? Everything's right. I see it. The approach is there. I feel like my timing's there, and I just can't. I just sprayed in the backstop, and it's kind of been all 3 games for him. He's had some moments where he had a big double earlier, but
yeah, hitting's a streaky game,
streaky
right?
business, right?
Sometimes you go, 10 for 10, and then sometimes you go 0 for the next 17 or something like that, and you end up with 10 for 17 with a good average. But yeah, streaky business for sure.
But now we're getting into the 3rd inning and not putting up a run there in that bottom half of the 2nd. Oh, I don't know if this is the kind of game where you can get away with much like that.
Max Fernandez with a home run last inning.
Towering shot to left. Goodness. It's really blustery out here still. Interesting conditions tonight. It's been windy throughout. That's ground ball. That's Trench. Oh, wow. Thought that got through him, but it doesn't. And he's up making the play. Big time, Trench Picone.
Fantastic work by Trench. Just getting down to his legs or knees there, off his feet, just getting his body in front of it. Thought it might have got under him, but does a good job knocking it down, getting up, making a good strong throw to the backstop to retire the tough Max Fernandez there.
That ball was smoked by Fernandez. Slider, Big Al. He's done it, I think. This is the tie ball game.
Tie ball game, Jim.
Whoa, Big Al Fernandez letting it loose. Big fly to left field. The bomb's coming out. Tie ball game here in the third. It's going to come down to the wire.
Big momentum shift in this game, Jim. 7-1 Legends after the first inning. And just like that, it is 7-7.
Man, Big Al's second home run of the series. Came in only with 3 on the season. Some of these Bombers putting together some impressive performances. Possibly their best performances of the season. And Hollis going to rip that to short. Wickfield, that's through Wickfield. Can't get down to it quick enough.
And that's absolutely a base hit by Hollis Hale. That's going to extend his hitting streak to 15 consecutive games.
Yeah,
good work by Hollis
Hale. You like to see your shortstop get down to that. Tough one there. Now, Alex Fernandez, he's had a all-world night at the plate tonight.
2 for 2 with a double, a single, and a walk so far in this game.
Man,
how many super cycles do you think there's ever been in like baseball where you have a single, double, triple, home run plus a walk? I don't even know if that's a real term, but I'm calling it super cycle.
Super cycle.
Do you think there's ever such a thing?
Yeah, that means your team put up some runs to get that many opportunities for sure.
4 for 4 plus a walk.
And there's the walk.
Alex on base again. He hasn't reached up base all 4 times this game.
Oh, this is getting to be a bit concerning here for the Legends.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh, 7-7. And J-Rock just doesn't look like he's in command too much. It's either right down the middle or it's a walk.
I know Osgood used 6 game.
Yeah, we got Osgood and Taravella in the pen.
Yeah, at some point they got to go to those guys.
Jam job. Osgood, he's got a beat on it. 2 away, Big out there. If he can get in the dugout, tied up at 7. Man, I think we're in for a real good one here.
This is a huge at-bat in this game. If
yes,
Trevor can get a hit here and get the Bombers a lead, what a difference. But if J-Rock can get them back in the dugout, still tied, it's 7 here. Advantage Legends. Trevor swings and misses at the first pitch down and in 0-2.
Yeah, and you got to try to get him to expand his zone again like that. Screwball to the back foot will probably do it. Shouldn't be going to the pan at all.
Renee said they walked away for 10 minutes, and they came all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
2 minutes of time is an eternity in this game. All kinds of stuff going on.
Trevor fights back from 0-2 to 3-2 here. J-Rock, Jason Stevenson taking a walk behind the mound. He's got to come to him here on 3-2.
Doesn't have to, but probably should.
Max on deck, though.
And it's 56, and he is out of here, and the bases are now loaded. And who's it going to be? It's Casey Tarabella's walking in from left field. And it's going to be Max Fernandez, who looks like he's seeing a beach ball out there at the plate. And it's going to be Kirby Bucket making a nice stop at the pitcher's mound. Very nice park job there.
And Max with 2 home runs on the night, 3 walks, and a double. Solid night by Max Fernandez. Good efforts on the hill as usual.
Yeah, very tense out here at the Hideaway. Both teams knowing the importance of this game. The Legends, man, getting to 19 wins. The Bombers still have those 3 games in hand with that series getting canceled.
But they are against the 1, so they're not exactly gimme games.
Yeah, exactly. So, man, this has been a really tight contest. I know we kind of suggested the Bombers being that 3rd playoff team, but the run of play tonight has been pretty even. Man, it's going to be a real war.
Yeah, the
last 6 weeks.
The Legends showing that they want to be one of those 5 teams that are playing meaningful wiffle in a month or so here. And I don't really blame them for wanting that. And, manager Brad Ogden has put the squad that he thinks gives themselves a good chance to win it all this year.
Here's the 0-1 to Fernandez. It's going to come 58 right down the middle. Just daring Max to take a hack at that. Good patience.
Max has shown some patience tonight, working a few walks, but he wants to swing here, I tell you that.
And he does swing, and it's going to go very, very far, Kyle. A grand slam for Max Fernandez. That's way out of here.
That ball was absolutely destroyed, Jim.
Whoa.
That cleared those palm trees in deep left center.
That's over everything.
A no-doubter over absolutely everything. And the Bombers come all the way back.
Oh, no.
7-1 Legends after one, and now it's 11-7 Bombers.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, no. The third inning has completely unraveled. What a disaster for the Legends. Up 7-1. Boom. 10 straight unanswered from the Bombers. Oh, no. The 1.5 is blown away. Bombers hitting bombs tonight.
Man,
doing what they do.
Really living up to their name tonight. Doing what they do, hitting bombs. And as you know, we said 2 batters ago when Stevenson was facing Bauer there. Bauer got ahead of Bauer 0-2, and then Trevor worked it to 3-2. And we said this is a huge pitch here. He's got to come to him. We said maybe he doesn't have to. And then we saw what Max did the next at bat.
That ball was just, man, he hit that to the Luxor.
Yeah, that ball was crushed.
Goodness.
That cleared those trees. That cleared those first row of palm trees. That's 120. I mean, that honestly, Chad just said that might be the first one ever. It might be. That ball was absolutely crushed.
It was tougher because it was on such a line. You know? I mean, it was just a line. It was kind of a line drive. It didn't get high enough to get over that big pine tree in left, as we've seen some home runs go over that. Yeah, but that was just absolutely deposited by Max Fernandez. And a strikeout ends the inning there, but the damage obviously done. 11-7 Legends, it's time to wake up right now.
Yeah, do not count the Legends out, but look, this is a complete momentum shift. The Legends were feeling themselves up 7-1. You know, John Anthony was calling a victory,
I know.
It doesn't look so hot at the moment.
Looks like a month of free picks for John Anthony is what it looks like.
11-7 Bombers right now, but look, this game is not over by any means. The Legends have plenty of bats to bounce right back. Go get these 4 runs and tie this game right back up, no problem. We shall see, though. Alex Fernandez on the bump, looking to shut the Legends down here.
Yeah, no doubt. As it's gonna, Alex Fernandez taking the bump. Max did a pretty good job, kind of steadying the ship. Mateo, a lot of that damage done off Mateo.
Yep.
And Max Fernandez does a great job, giving them 2 solid innings, steadying the boat a little bit. And now it's Alex Fernandez, but they've hit Alex pretty good tonight. So yeah, I'm with you. I mean, an 8 spot and this thing's done, and we've seen the ball fly out of here. So don't count out the Legends.
This one still could be first to 15. It's only the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're not even halfway there.
Plus 1.5. I'm going to be all over that as well coming down the stretch here. So let's see if the Legends can maybe sneak in the number. And that's high, but not hit hard.
Tricky
Tough play, but no, Bauer out to it, showing some nice range, kind of getting beyond that ball, doing his homework, getting to a spot out there in right field, making the play.
Yeah, nice job by Trevor, ranging back, making sure to get under this ball. Tricky play. So we do have a new poll up there. Legends collapse. Yes? No? Jeez,
yes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, got to give a lot of credit to the Bombers. They have earned every bit of it. Just crushing balls. Osgood on top of that one. Down 1-2. Fernandez up in the count. 1 away. Looking for another shutdown inning. I mean, it's been so huge. Legends up 7-1, just haven't been able to extend this Bombers pitching staff coming in and shutting the door. Not giving any opportunities out there. It's going to run the count full. 3-2. Osgood looking for any kind of base runners. Legends, so much pressure to respond here. His back's really against the walls, but Osgood does a good job drawing the walk. We have a base runner at first base with 1 out. And is it going to be, it's going to be Mr. Trench Pacone getting a full night of at-bats tonight.
Yeah, glad to see it. And it's, you know, it's kind of worked out, as we said early in the night, that he's a guy who needs some reps to get in his zone.
Sure.
And overall tonight, I think it's been a successful experiment for Brad.
Let's see if he can get something elevated and put something in the air here. Ball's flying out of the Hideaway at the moment. And that's it. That's elevated. And that's through the 5-6 hole. And Trench Pacone keeps the line moving here. And with 1 away, big-time hitter at the plate in Alex Garcia. Not done yet.
Yep, 2 on and 1 out here for powerful Alex Garcia. Has got on base basically every time, if not every time tonight.
Fernandez getting his defense set.
Guy is so underrated. He's just,
ripped. RBI base hit from Alex Garcia. Easy money from him.
Incredible.
Just finding the hole and hitting the ball hard on the button right there.
Incredible performance so far by Alex Garcia since he's shown up. 5 singles, a double, 2 walks, and I might have missed one other at bat in there.
Has not retired yet.
At least
incredible.
At least 8 times in a row, or 8 out of 9 he's reached.
Tying run to the plate here in the bottom half of the third. What a rubber match we're seeing tonight. Absolutely entertaining from the first pitch. Both starters walking out. And it's going to be a good eye. And if they can walk out Fernandez here, the Bombers might be in trouble.
Gets very, very interesting.
High fly to right field. That goes way out of here. Over the trees. 3-run bomb by Sansone. John Anthony's back.
We got a whole new ball game. 11-11 here in the third.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a party we have here.
Yeah, it's party time for sure. Sansone's second of the series, tied up at 11, and you just got to go ahead and get to 15 now. That's got to be the play.
Absolutely. First one to 15 wins this game,
yes,
Jim.
We're only in the third inning. This game is not going 6. I'm going to put that out there. And yes, you do have to win by 2 runs in that 15. We haven't seen that situation come up yet.
Yeah.
We may have it here.
Certainly
what a wild one we're in for here at the Hideaway tonight.
Nick Sansone with a big bomb. How does Jason Stevenson not break out here?
Yeah, J-Rock kind of has to get tasked with starting this thing from scratch now. And that's jam job, spin ball. Fernandez gets it. Easily puts it in there. Wow.
That wasn't quite the situation because they just tied the game. But sometimes they say home runs can be rally killers because you got to feel like you got to start the whole thing fresh, right?
Yeah.
Obviously not in that situation specifically because they tied the game.
That's whipped to center. It's gone. Line drive from Taravella gets out of here. 12-11 Legends.
Back and forth
incredible.
we go. Legends back on top. 12-11 here, bottom 3. The ball is just flying out of the yard right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Seesaw affair. Up, down, up, down. Oh, my goodness.
Taravella with his second of the game. He homered in the first inning and now again in the third inning to give the Legends a lead again.
Offense on display out here at the Hideaway. Osgood taking a big hack at that one. 12-11. This might be a little preview for tomorrow's series with how it might play out here. Might see a lot of action. I know check swing from Osgood. He holds. Oh, amazing ball game. 420 of you being treated to. Goodness gracious. Oh.
Man, what a game we have here in the rubber match, Jim.
Yeah, this is wild. 3-2 now with full count.
Nice job by Osgood
did
working
provide
back
the walk.
from 0-2.
What entertainment here. And the cookie works. Oh, he floats it in there and gets the strikeout.
40 miles an hour, takes everything off that one. And Osgood just can't stay back on that one long enough.
Oh, man.
And Fernandez gets him swinging. Look, and now the Bombers have their shot. If they get to 15 here and they get 4 runs, this one's over. And as fun as the Legends are having there in that inning, getting 5 and punching back, they need to go out and shut the Bombers down right now.
Oh, boy, I don't know, Kyle. My blood pressure's going up. This is getting wild. Heartbeat's increasing. Oxygen tank might be needed in the booth. I mean, there's too much action, I'm calling. The game's moving so fast. I'm losing my voice out here. This is wild. What entertainment, PLW. As I say, it seems like every time I'm in the booth, it delivers time and time and time again. It's consistent as anything.
Another fantastic series here at the Hideaway. Just been amazing wiffle, game after game, series after series, week after week here. It seems like just every night you tune in here to PLW on Twitch, something awesome happens. I mean, we were just seeing we're seeing
Vader's
amazing.
One series was crazy.
Individual performances amazing, and then team performances just as awesome.
Yeah, guys just
Great
stepping
stuff
up.
Here
we go. Hollis Hale looking to stamp his mark on this game. Like, hey, boys, look who showed up. It'd be a good time to put a charge into one here. And that's shaved. Garcia's there. Makes a big first out here, and now Taravella tasked with being the shutdown guy. And that's what this game's going to come down to, Kyle, is which pitcher can provide those 3 outs, those 3 key outs without giving up a run. That might do it.
They might just need one shutdown inning, and that might be enough to get whatever team can go out there and just get one shutdown inning. That's going to be enough possibly to win this ball game.
Oh, but it's a little count leverage here for Fernandez, getting ahead 2-1. He's been punishing Legends pitching all night long in situations just like this, trying to get things started for the Bombers at the top of the order. Slider up the middle. He does it again. Alex Fernandez having by far maybe this might be his best offensive series of his career.
100% it is.
Yeah.
He's now 3 for 3 in this game with his 2 singles, a double, and 2 walks. He's been on base all 5 times he's come to the plate in this game.
Yeah, it looks relaxed out there. It looks like he's just seeing the ball really well. And here's Mateo. Ground ball, double play ball. Picone knocks it down. He's going to be sure of one. Garcia gets the hole, but it takes forever. Hits the man through the zone, but it looks like it's over 5 seconds and just not enough urgency on that double play, Kyle.
Yeah, I just would like to see Trench maybe another slow roller where he could have come in a step or so on it, caught it in the middle hop, not going into his knees, and could have flipped it over a little harder to second base.
Yeah, he's just so...
Good job getting the force out.
Yeah, you can just tell that's his priority, where a double play, though, that probably wins you a ball game.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, now it's a dangerous hitter at the bat with 2 outs. Nasty. That's a knuckleball from Taravella. Oh, that was dirty.
56. Taravella saying, how? No. How is that 56? He says he throws a breaking ball.
That was a knuckle.
That was a knuckle.
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
how is that 56, he says.
Oh, boy. Here's Bauer. Bauer going to hold off there. That's a pitch he'll offer out a lot of times. Good job.
Trevor showing some more patience tonight, and it's gotten him some really good at-bats.
The 2-1.
Trevor 2 for 3 in this game with 2 singles and 2 walks. He wasn't quite ready there, but...
I missed that there, Kyle. I think Kyle was,
Yeah, Trevor was kind of still in his pre...
3-1.
His pre, whatever you call it, his pre-swing routine where he was kind of looking down and, then looking up. There is kind of this supposed to be a verbal, not really, a non-verbal, just a eye contact. Acknowledgement that you're both ready. And Taravella went a little too early on that one.
And now Taravella with 2 outs has kind of lost his command here. This is not a hitter. Oh, man, this could be very, very dangerous.
With 2 homers this game, Jim.
And he takes another big hack there and misses. And if you have a +1.5 ticket in your hands are trembling right now.
He wanted that.
Hands are probably a little clammy as well. Make sure you dry off your tickets.
Max with 3 home runs on the night, 2 in this game. Can he hit another here?
The 1-2, and this is a good time for Taravella to reach down deep in his bag of tricks and throw something nasty if he can produce it here. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. Swing and a miss! He's done it! Retires Fernandez. That's a huge pitch there from Taravella. It might win him a ball game.
What a pitch by Taravella to go and get Max Fernandez swinging there. The extremely dangerous, powerful hitting Max Fernandez with a chance to tie or take the lead in this game. And Taravella steps up, and there's your shutdown inning, Jim.
Yeah.
The Bombers put a couple runners on, but they don't scratch a run across, and now the Legends are just 3 runs away from ending this game early. They've got 12 runs through 3 innings.
Yep.
So if they stay on pace, 3 more runs, and this one is over early. We'll see if Alex Fernandez can now get his shutdown inning and give his team a chance to get back out there.
Yeah, of all the accomplishments tonight, so much impressive feats, long home runs. That shutdown inning by Taravella was big time.
Huge.
He was kind of grinding. I don't think he had his best stuff. Kind of throwing some pitches, kind of array there, and comes and produces a big slider to the outside part of the pan there with 2 strikes. So many good individual performances happening out here in Game 3. Really, all series. This has been tight throughout. All 3 of these games been very entertaining. Our viewers once again catching a wonderful series here. Let's see if Picone can keep it rolling for the Legends. And that's shaved. Backspin ball. And Matt Petrikis has that foul on the first base side. He's all over that over there. He's got a really good look at it. Hollis standing over it. Doesn't love the call. I thought Alex Fernandez made a good effort at that.
Really close spot.
That's close.
Really close there. But Matt Petrikis with a great view on the first base line can easily see on that right down that cheap line and calls that ball foul. Trench Picone with second life there, as that looked like an easy out for Alex Fernandez, but he has another chance here.
Picone singled his last about through the 5-6 hole, really kept the line moving in that big inning by the Legends. He's going to take ball 2, 2-2.
Trench grinding here, back from 0-2 to 2-2. Alex a little frustrated that he doesn't have Trench out already. Feels like he already got this guy out, and he should be on to the next batter, but now he's in a 2-2 count against Trench here.
Big gust of wind coming out through the Hideaway here. Really blustery out. Goes Submarine. That misses inside. Nice take by Trench. Runs it full, and again, if you walk out Alex here, I don't know, Max might be a little short on innings. I'd like to see an innings count for Mr. Max Fernandez. And it's the 40-mile-an-hour cookie, and it's taken by Trench. What a job. And a spike ball out by... And who's it going to be for these Bombers? It's going to be Trevor Bauer. Max Fernandez is out of innings. Mateo Fernandez has walked out of this game already. And now here's kind of maybe the bugaboo for the Bombers is they finally crack those 3 pitchers. The Legends just punch, and finally get through those 3 guys.
Yep, they sure did. They forced Max to work a lot of innings in the first 2 games tonight, and then they got Alex out of this game. They got Mateo out of this game, and now they're forced to go to their 4th best pitcher here, Trevor Bauer, only with a handful of innings pitched this season. He's been kind of effective in the innings he has. He's got a tricky little knuckleball here.
Right, he's been working a lot at it.
He's out here working all the time on this knuckleball. He was look, Trevor played professional baseball for a while. He was a pitcher.
Sure.
Like, this guy can pitch. He just hasn't quite been
reps.
required to
Yeah.
and hasn't gotten the reps in this league. Yeah, he's known more for his big, powerful bat.
Sure.
He's not incapable of coming in here and shutting these guys down. We'll see if this knuckleball can find the zone, because if it's not, the next pitcher in line is Lalo Simmons. I think that Lionel Simmons is. I think they'll go to Lalo before they go
and
to.
Can the Legends be patient here and work some at bats? I mean, 2 walks here definitely wins you.
Got
this
a great guy up at the plate right now. A guy with a great eye, knows how to battle in that bat. He really doesn't take almost any bad swings. Maybe perfect guy up at the plate now.
Team at bats definitely required here. And it's going to be 53 into the pan. Bam! Trevor Bauer answers the bell just like that.
Dragon Lady getting a little loud up there on top of the container, rooting on her man. Trevor Bauer here in one of the biggest spots of the season for the Bombers. Let's call them the Bowermers.
Yeah, Dragon Lady getting live up there. I had some hot cocoa from Dragon Lady before the game.
Oh, boy.
And they had a little stronger hot cocoa than I usually indulge in.
She's standing up there.
Yeah.
She's fired up. She's going to grab a seat as it's 2-2 here to Garcia.
And that's grab ball. Fernandez. He's done it. Ooh, it's a huge double play by the Bombers there.
Huge double play, just as big as home runs can be for the offense momentum. The defensive momentum can be huge when a double play like that gets turned. Runner on first, nobody out, and Trevor Bauer comes in. Legends are licking their chops, thinking this is it. Just like that,
boy.
2 outs, nobody on.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a season-defining double play there. They're going to remember that one if they go on to win this game. Oh, boy. Bauer doing a good job on the mound. High to center, though. Sansone, insurance is here.
Nick Sansone with an absolute blast to dead center.
Oh, man, this is getting wild. So much back and forth in this series. The momentum swings go to the Bombers, back to the Legends. Sansone finding that power bat. 3rd home run of the series. He came in hitting 1 all season. I mean, just so many individual guys stepping up in this series, just going against their form that they've shown for a pretty big sample size now.
Yeah, a few of the guys that have not quite had the biggest seasons are emerging here tonight, especially in Game 3. Sansone hits his 2nd home run of the game.
Oh, that was ripped to center. Sansone. 13-11 Legends. Oh, and swing and a miss. Bauer's going to get him back in the dugout. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Kyle, I'm not sure.
It's the Bombers' turn now. They got a shot here.
Make it 5 innings in this game. Oh, boy. 13-11. This is getting wild here at the Hard. It already has been wild. Just leveling up. And that was a big-time inning from Bauer, only giving up 1 run.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen one of these really big double-digit scoring back-and-forth games. Yeah, the ones on the Vaders last week played 2 crazy ones, but they were like 9-8 and 10-9. This one is literally a race to 15. We haven't seen that one in a couple of seasons. We had a 16-14 game or a 15-14 game a couple of seasons ago, and this one is absolutely a race to 15. I do not think 13 is going to be enough here for the Legends.
Yeah, no lead is safe. 2 run. I mean, this is pretty much a tie ball game the way this thing has come about. Legends is going to be just clinging on.
Just as we said last inning, a shutdown inning here is a key to victory for Taravella and the Legends. Can he get through Al Hollis and Alex here?
Oh, Tommy John, what's up, my man? Yeah, that's the glory days. Chico State ranked the 13th party school in the nation by Barstool.
Chico State. Okay.
It's a good time. 1-2 to big Al Fernandez back on this game here. Ripped by Trench. That's a double.
That's a leadoff double by Big Al. And just like that, the tying run of the plate in the form of Hollis Hale missed the first 2 games and the first inning here in Game 3. He's got himself a chance to tie this ball game up with 1 big swing.
Man, nobody missing balls tonight. Just everyone squaring it up here at the Hideaway.
Hollis Good, sorry.
The balls are getting just smoked out here.
Hollis Hale sitting on 49 career home runs. Only 6 players have 50-plus home runs in their career, and it is the who's who of PLW. Taylor Briner, Adam Tanek, Shane Weber, Ryan Chen, Adam Couts, and Tom Gannon. That's your list of 50-plus home run hitters. Hollis Hale 1 away from making number 50, and if he does it right here, we have a tie ball game.
Takes inside, full count, Taravella with a walk. It's going to be Osgood probably in relief. And there it is. Oh, this is getting wild.
The 5th and 6th hitters do their job and get on base. Big Al with a leadoff double. Hollis grinds that at bat, works a walk, and Billy Osgood's going to come in here and try to shut them down. He really needs a strikeout or a ground ball from Alex Fernandez here. But Alex Fernandez might be the wrong guy up here right now. He's having his career night, multiple home runs, multiple extra base hits. Just a great night for Alex Fernandez overall. He's coming up with a huge opportunity here to get his team back on top, or at least tied in this ball game with a ball off the wall.
Yeah, Osgood. I mean, the pressure here is immense. You're just praying for that ground ball. I mean, can somebody please roll over one here?
Of course, he's looking for a roll over to Trench. Trench step on third, flip to second here.
That would be
Because after Alex
incredible.
Here, you got Mateo, Trevor, and Max, and it is trouble.
There's the rollover.
Here we go.
No.
Bobbled. 1, 2
it's
maybe.
Close. Oh, it looks like he
got it the easy way. They got
no.
it.
And the double play right back at you in the other half of the inning.
What a clutch double play right back.
Oh, man. Both teams turning huge double plays. Defense and pitching coming out of nowhere in the latter parts of this game. Oh, man, that's big time.
Alex first pitch swinging there after Taravella walks out. Osgood comes in. Sometimes I really preach to let the pitcher feel the pressure of that moment. The pressure's on the pitcher there to come in and deliver. Maybe you take a first couple pitches, earn a strike, but Alex chopping at the first pitch there and rolls over.
Yeah.
Legends turn 2.
That's unfortunate there. And just in that spot, man, you just can't be thinking pull happy in that spot there. He's been doing such a good job going the other way totonight. That's a spot you want to go the other way for sure. But falls behind 3-1 Osgood. So take a little, give a little. That's how this game has gone. Take a lot, give a lot as well, as the runs have come in bunches. But we've seen defense step up here in the later part of this game. Both teams turning critical double plays. Full count now, 2 outs. Legends would love to get back into the dugout and get a chance to end this game. Here's Mateo. And it takes ball 4.
Great at-bat by Mateo there. Brings up Trevor Bauer with runners on first and second and 2 outs. And he can tie this game with a double.
That did not miss by much, and he can put him ahead too. I mean, Bauer possesses, don't have to tell anybody about his power.
Dragon Lady out there on the container. Watching her man see if he can come up big in this spot.
Boom, 54 into the pan, though. That wasn't far away from what Mateo took.
Great job by Osgood getting ahead 0-2 here.
No! To left! It's gone over the container! 3-run bomb from Trevor Bauer himself! Why not, Kyle? Why not? We've seen it all in this game 3.
Back and forth here at the Hideaway. 14-13 now with a 3-run bomb by Trevor Bauer. What a game, Jim. 27 total runs here.
This is wild.
And this game is one swing away from being over. Max Fernandez with 2 home runs already this game. If somehow he finds a way to leave the yard again, right here, it's ball game. If Osgood can get him out, the Legends have their chance.
Oh, this is wild. This is wild stuff. I mean, just when you think you've seen it all, some of these ones, Vader's games, the Lightning series we had the other night, I mean, every single series, something goes wild. Back at it. First to 15 race here at the Hideaway. Love to see it. 2-1 pitch there ahead of it. Knuckleball from Osgood. Oh, boy, because the Bombers don't want to let the Legends get it at bat here.
Sure
might
don't.
see that 2-run, 15-run rule come into play. Oh, and he just misses 54. This is wild stuff. 3-2 payoff pitch.
And Osgood's out of the game.
Who do you go to now?
Stevenson, right? Or Church.
Oh, it's JT Church. Stevenson walked out already.
Stevenson did walk out, yes. Oh my God, we've been through so many pitchers this game.
Trench has walked out.
Trench has walked out. Taravella's walked out.
Yep.
Stevenson's walked out.
JT Church.
Osgood's walked out.
Yeah, Church got kind of hit pretty hard in that second inning there that kind of got the Bombers back ahead.
Yep.
Wow. Waffle House, I hear you. It's like every night you just see Game of the Year candidate, Game of the Year. It's something we talk about every week. I mean, they're piling up on us here.
And they're different ways. I mean, last week, Wednesday night, we have this 0-0 game going into the 7th inning with Morris and Osgood dealing. And that game was incredible, and there was 1 run scored. And now here we are, Game 3, after a solid back-and-forth night where the Bombers take Game 1, the Legends punch back Game 2, and this game has just been absolutely bonkers back and forth. Yeah. And now we find ourselves 14-13 with Big Al up to the plate, have a chance to win the game with a double here. Double or better, and Big Al walks this one off for the Bombers. And if JT Church can get out of this inning, the Legends have their chance, and they would actually need 16 now,
They
Jim.
need 16. I haven't seen a team get to 16. I don't know if ever. Maybe once. That doesn't happen very often. We've been talking about that 2-run, 15 win by 2 rule all season. Haven't seen it come into play. Is tonight the night? Wiffle shifts over to short, and those first two pitches are not close.
Nowhere close.
JT Church.
Big Al has to be patient here.
And he's swinging and miss. Good bounce back pitch from Church. It came in at 56, but Big Al is aggressive, and Church knows it.
Yeah, he's not taking 56 right down the middle there with a chance to end this game. Big 2-2 pitch coming here from JT James Church.
Edge of your seat stuff here. Oh!
Big Al leans back and takes that one inside, and we go full here.
Oh, big pitch here. Runner at first. A single would win it with a walk. Grumble. Foul! Umpire Chad Phillips all over that.
Chad was all over that. It was really close heading down that third base line. If it was just outside that line, when Trench touches it, it's a foul ball.
That was inches away, Kyle.
Trench wanted that one to be fair as he knew he was going to pick it up and make that throw. But we have another full count pitch here.
And it's going to hit Big Al, and that's going to be a walk. We're a single away. It's going to come up to Hollis Hale now. And JT Church has walked out. That's his second walk. It's Nick Sansone. The bullpen's being tested here, as you'd expect in a 27-run game.
Honestly, a little surprised they're not going to Wigfield here. Wigfield's got a good arm. Sansone, known as more of a guy who can throw strikes, doesn't quite have as strong of an arm as Wigfield, but is much more likely to throw strikes and force Hollis to put this ball in play. Man, this game has been so fun back and forth. I don't want really this to end with the back end of the bullpen. You really want to see the best guys beating the best guys to win this spot.
With 27 runs, Kyle, I mean, there's no way.
Right.
There's just been a crazy amount of walks. The ball's flying.
We'll see what they do for the defensive alignment here. Let's get the look from above and try to take a look at that defensive alignment. We're going to see. Looks like we're going to see 3 infielders. I was thinking maybe we would see 4 as any ball that gets through here. It looks like they're going to go Taravella in left, Coleman in right center, Trench at third, Wigfield at short, and Osgood at second.
Yeah. Wing sauce.
Interesting spot here.
You nailed it. Oh, man.
Here we go. Sansone. This is high.
Subscribers here are called POW Nation. That's what we like to call it.
This is high again.
Sansone, no.
We don't want to see it end like this.
This may be a walk spot, though. This might be a decent walk spot. Who's on deck?
Who's on deck?
It's Fernandez.
Alex Fernandez having a fantastic
maybe not.
Big week for Alex.
Swing and a miss.
Hollis chases ball 4.
Oh, no. What are we going to see here? 3-2, 2 outs. Here it is. And it's ripped to center field. That's game over. One hops the pocket radar sign. The Bombers have gotten to 15.
Both runs scored.
Both runs
Actually,
scored
there
16.
13. Bombers walk this one off on the 15-run mercy rule.
Oh, boy, and they cover the line.
Wow.
Heartbreaker.
What a game here at Hideaway. What a series here at Hideaway. Bombers take game 1. Legends take game 2. And the Bombers win a wild one here in game number 3.
I mean, 16-13, Kyle. You don't see that scoreline too often out here.
No.
What a wild, topsy-turvy affair. Bombers going to go and take a hard-fought series tonight, as all 3 of those games just absolute classics. 6-5, 8-6, and then 16-13. If you stuck around for the finale, pat yourself on the back. You got rewarded with some great entertainment there.
100% was worth sticking around for that one. Man, I was all in on the Legends there. Thought
a rough
they were
beat
going to
there.
pull. Yeah, it looked like they were going to pull that one out, up 7-1 early. They really jumped on them, but these Bombers are so tough. They are loaded top to bottom. Every guy in this lineup can do damage, and we've seen just that. Hollis Hale missing for the first 2+ games of this night and comes in, and he is the hero here in game number 3, getting the walk-off win.
Yeah,
we're going to get that booth poll up. Who's going to come into the booth here? Nominees have to be Alex Fernandez, Max Fernandez, Trevor Bauer, maybe Hollis Hale late there, Big Al Fernandez, the normal crew. Max Fernandez, Alex Fernandez, Trevor Bauer, and Hollis Hale. Get those votes in, who you want to see.
Yep.
Big nights for everybody. Huge night for Alex. Get those votes for Alex in. Let's see him up here.
Man.
Big night for Trevor. Let's see those votes. Hollis is the hero here in game 3. Missed the first 2 games. Big nights all around for the Fernandez family, Trevor Bauer, and the Bombers.
Alex Fernandez, he was brilliant tonight. Really had a coming out party offensively. So many players stepping up. Nick Sansone on the Legends side, just an amazing series from him. Alex Garcia putting in 9 straight at-bats with reaching base. Just so many good individual performances to talk about, as it looks like Trevor Bauer kind of running away with this pull a bit. Has some support up there on the container.
Yeah, it might be Trevor Bauer's night. He hit 3 home runs, I believe.
Yeah.
Big night for Trevor Bauer. Big night for a lot of different
And had
guys
that
on this
big
Bombers
pitching
team.
performance at the end there. You
Clutch.
thought the game was over with,
Yeah.
oh no, the Fernandez brothers are out. And here comes Trevor Bauer closing the door there with a huge individual performance. Kyle, if you want to start going now, heading your way down there and grabbing Trevor for me, I think he's running away with this thing.
Yeah, will do. Let's have Trevor Bauer up here in the booth. Big night for Alex Fernandez as well. Would have liked to see him up there. But we're happy to talk to Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, tonight's fan favorite, coming to the booth right now.
Good stuff. Looking forward to this one, Trevor. A good buddy of mine. Had his wife in the booth after game 1 there, so really good stuff. Mr. TB, what's going on? Thanks for joining, man. Give me a second to catch
I gotta bring
my
Alex
breath.
in.
Alex, Mr. Good to see you up here as well, but still catching my breath. Got myself an oxygen tank here in the booth with that kind of roller coaster you guys just put us through. So TB, tell us about the Bombers and that 3rd game.
Oh, we just came together. Everything came together. Hollis coming back brought back life too. As you can see, that 2nd game towards the end, our energy level and everything was down.
Yeah, sure. Well, the Legends, they punched you guys in the mouth a couple times, and looked like you guys were down and out, and never the case though. You guys responding back immediately. Just a really interesting series there. Those first 2 games, Bombers kind of the first half of the game in control. Both games kind of slip away on the back end, but able to come out with a series result. Tell us about your teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex having a big night tonight. Absolutely. That's why I wanted to bring him up here. I thought.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot.
It. Max too. Hollis coming back that last game.
Yeah,
And
Alex.
you could definitely tell the energy and everything changed as soon as we saw him walking from center field and on.
Alex coming into the night, hitting 31 hits on the season, Alex. 31 hits on the season. 28 of those hits are singles this year coming in. And then just coming in and putting on a power display. Did you surprise yourself out there a little bit?
Yeah, I've been working a lot with Taylor, TB7,
Right, yep.
and TB52 over here. They've been helping me out all season, and finally it clicked tonight.
Yeah, coming out party.
Yeah, it came through, and I found it, and hopefully it stays for the rest of the season. But I was definitely big shout out to Taylor Briner and Trevor Bauer over here. They helped me with my swing a lot.
Yeah, just hitting to all fields. It was really fun to watch. So many individual performances kind of coming out of nowhere. Trevor, talk about your inning on the mound there, which ends up kind of sealing this thing, giving your offense a chance to take a series.
Yeah, it's nice to step up there a little bit. Definitely eat some innings up. Tonight we had a little bit on pitching, getting strikes in, but I mean that happens. There's gonna be nights that are like that, especially with the wind picking up as it did.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys are softball hitters, so that straight ball, a lot of guys were just fouling it off and couldn't hit it, and then coming in with the knock.
Yeah, that was a wild ending for sure. Let's move to the Legends a little bit here and talk about this team and where they're going to head. This could be a playoff preview here. You guys right neck and neck in the standings. This series is going to go a long ways for you guys for sure. But the Legends, never gave in. I mentioned those first two games. It looked like the Bombers in control. I thought the run of play, you guys were the better team. And then they were just kind of punched back in those first two games and took one off you.
Yeah, defense played big. We had some big plays in that, definitely. I mean, it's a dogfight, especially against the Legends. You got two batting lineups that are definitely anybody can hit the ball out. It's going to be it makes an interesting game, and that's what it came down to be.
Like I said, blood pressure just was high that whole time. Everyone on the edge of their seats. I mean, you had the chat just going crazy. I mean, just entertainment every week out here, and you guys give us a 16-13 final score. We just don't see that every day out here, do we?
No, absolutely not. Me and Brad were talking about that. It's either going to be a close game or it's going to be first to 15. And sure enough, that last game ended up that way as well.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Alex, great job. You guys on the mound, the three Fernandez brothers. Tell us about you guys have, it's like 85% of the innings this year. I mean, you guys have put in so much work on the mound. It's my first series in the booth doing the Bombers. Really dug into your numbers today. I mean, you guys just picking up a huge load on the mound. What kind of pressure did you guys feel kind of with that responsibility?
Honestly, the pressure kind of dwindles a little bit, kind of goes away when you got, my brothers behind me. It's like I know that I can walk out and Max or Mateo can come in and still, get it done. And I trust both of them on the mound fully. And then, Trevor came in huge tonight, with the wind. The wind was swirling tonight.
Yeah, it was brutal out there at times. It increased as the night went on.
Yeah, none of my pitches were falling like they normally do, and it was just floating. As you can see, there was a lot of home runs tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't find the plate at some points, and I'm just really happy that Trevor has been putting in work, and he came in and he did an excellent job, and for that kind of pressure to come in, with the score as tight as it was, and Trevor hasn't seen the mound very much this season. He came in and he pitched a gem. Like I was blown away. And Trevor might see some extra innings on the mound, coming up.
Come
he
playoff time, you're gonna need that fourth guy. Absolutely.
Then we'll have Justin out there too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Justin missing from the lineup tonight. So let's talk about the future a little bit before we wrap up. It's 19 wins now for the Bombers. The Bombers kind of a heartbreaker last year in the semifinals. Right there, you were like a couple outs away from defeating the Sand Vipers, who went on to win the thing. Got to have some championship aspirations this season coming around, and you guys are rounding into some good form.
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely have meshed a little bit more as a team this season. As you could see, we came in, last season in a basically a brand new first season team together. We, had to figure it out towards the end. And
no Hollis either last year.
No Hollis, and it's been, spotty. Our attendance has been spotty, here and there. As you can see tonight, we were switching players. Shirley over there giving it his all, breaking his finger out in the outfield.
Yeah, that was
and
gnarly.
Then still going back out to play the outfield. Dude's a monster. Shirley in the outfield, I trust him 100% out there. And, I'm just very happy to see everybody, kind of the team just meshing together. We're all getting hyped together. And next, and also I want to shout out our fans out there. Everybody had come out tonight to support us, and it was excellent. We had the whole container filled. Dragon Lady was out there.
Yeah, we had her in the booth, as well. So really good time. We had a good time from game one up here for sure, and I think our viewers had a great time as well. As we're gonna wrap this thing up a little bit. I can sit up here and chat with you boys all night long, but we're gonna put this thing to bed. But thank you guys for the entertainment tonight. I mean, that was just a great back and forth all night.
Yeah. Trent should get a booster seat. I'm sitting on Trevor's lap. I don't all right, absolutely.
All right, gentlemen.
Thank you.
No, thanks for the show. Good stuff.
Thank you. Everybody. Yep, have a good night. Thank you, PLW, for tuning in. Great games tonight.
Love it. And now we're going to start looking ahead to tomorrow night. Come back. Why would you miss it? 6 p.m. at the Hideaway. Cajun Snappers, another mid-table clash. Snappers coming in 15 and 18. Cajuns, I believe, 18 and 15 the other way around. And on a 5-game winning streak, looking to extend that.
Yeah, Cajuns on their way up after that sweep of the Legends last week if they didn't score any runs. Yeah, big series for both teams tomorrow, and kind of in the middle of the pack. Winner of that series is going to slide on up towards those playoff spots. The loser maybe kind of drifts down towards the bottom, towards that